I am going to send this. We have a very special Netflix watch me work and watch an episode with us. So this is going to be a silent live. We're going to be watching the show in the background. But before all of that magic, I'm going to send this on over to some sissies because sometimes notifications do not alert. So we are going to, right? We're going to make sure that we make the algorithm.
Right?
Okay, so
Oh my goodness.
Nail Squad, and then Danelle, Joe. I remember Nefer, she watches it on her TV, so she's not able to comment, but she always says, send me a link. Okay, share.
Another alert. Sister? Oh. What? The what?
Right? Are you there, honey bun?
I am.
That capped
It-
out for a second. It even reconnected on my end. It showed me
no,
a
it just went from 2 to 1.
oh my. Well, we thank you for the beautiful human that just gave a thumbs up. We are
Yes,
doing
thank
right. We're sending
you.
you all of the love.
Mhm.
So in an earlier live, Priya and I painted. Oh, I just dropped her. Okay, she's back. Thank God, thick thighs save lives. We painted this adorable Lucy. Yes, Bean. Tia Beanie. So anybody that wants to, we're going to be doing it silently. We're going to have a little silent movie night. But you guys can also, if you have Netflix, you can go.
Oh,
This is just for anybody that wasn't able to tune.
awesome sauce.
So thank gosh. So there's no issues. I love the intro for this part. So today I'm going to a mixture of Glow Tips and Madam Glam. I'm going to just grab my little gloves. How are you feeling today, Mama?
Oh, after yesterday's excitement, my voice nearly went again. Um, so it's like
Sounds like you've been to a concert,
I
right?
literally felt like I went to a concert. Believe me, it was just so overwhelming. I don't even think I've got over it. That's why when I said to you, I didn't even know what I did today because I feel like I'm missing time. I really feel like I'm missing time. So, but in a
I
good
just did a
way.
quick flash of the tablet, like a 10-second, not a second flash. But I know it's like your whole emotion, you go on a roller coaster. And I know as the partner too, there's so much that you do behind the scenes. So I'm
Yeah.
just so glad that you're able to be there and a part of that.
Yeah. It's all on his Instagram as well. Absolutely.
Zoomer in right now. So I'll try to color match to my best of my ability or mix if I have to. What's really interesting, what we all found out, as soon as I was staring at her for a long time, I was like, this is giving me Simpson vibes. And then baby hollered, it's from the same creators. So I
Oh my
think that
gosh.
is freaking awesome, first and foremost. So I'm just looking at these nudes. These are Just Believe and Delgana Blend. So I'm just looking at here, trying to perfectly color match this beautiful princess here. So we're going to start off with Just Believe. Yeah, like look at how perfect that is.
OMG. So
Right?
hold on. Let me just see because I think I have that color.
You do. It's from the Into the Nude.
Because, like, what the
But I
what?
thought, I'm like, that looks like almost identical. So I'm going to put that on there. Okay. And then I wanted a deeper color here. This is Into the Sunset from the A Nude Mood collection from Glow Tips. So I'm going to add that as well. So what I kind of like to do is like mark out my palette with, again, if there's any cool tones, dark tones. Even the shading here looks more like line work and color blocking, which is really interesting. I love the way they've done this. So I'm just trying to get those. Her little freckles. I grabbed Coffee Bliss, which is also from the A Nude Mood.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put that down. Her freckles are tiny, so we won't need very much of that. And then for like all of her art and line work and stuff, I was going to use Madame Glam's black and white. So I have that. Those bad girls here. I also have the brown if I need it.
Yeah.
So laying that out, her hair. So I was thinking perfect white for her hair because she is like ice blonde. So I'm going to load some of that on the palette. So I'm just trying to separate her face, her hair, and start with all that magic. So this is kind of behind the veil. When we'd be filming, we'd already have all this on the palette, but it's kind of fun to watch the process, if you will.
Right. Now, I don't think I have. No, I do. I'm lying. Um, this is a little bit of Coffee Bliss.
Oh my gosh, right now in episode 1, they're like, we have to get all the mincemeat. And she takes this corset and just squeezes Bean so tight, her boobs almost hit her chin.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta get all the mincemeat in. I can't. Oh, it's her handmaiden is helping her get dressed right now. Oh my gosh,
It's
I
the
can't.
humor for me.
Honestly, the humor is so spot on and mint. So these two
So,
kind of grays that I wanted are from Glow Tips and Madame Glam. It's just casual and Milky Way. So I'm just loading those on as well. What were you going to say, gorgeous?
um, were you gonna do color blocking?
Yeah, so I'm a color block and I can't sketch it. It just doesn't work for me. My brain just can't even try to compute that. So I am most definitely going to be color blocking.
So my question is, with that sort of pictorial I showed you,
Yep.
could
I
you
would use
color
that
block?
for, so I would still color block, but then what I do is I go into like what they've done the features, so like the eyes, the nose, all of
Oh,
that, and I would
okay.
start mapping that out and like use that as a guide. But
Okay.
I
On
physically
top
can't
of your color blocking.
yeah,
Oh, I
yes.
got you.
Because I can't draw like when I try to sketch, it comes out like toddler. Like it's
Oh,
giving toddler. Okay, so we have, so right now I'm just kind of getting the nudes and then the her hair, and also her eyes. So I think the only other thing I'll have to mix later is like the highlight because she has highlight on one side of her face and then what looks almost like a darker. I'm just going to try to use like a darker tone for the shadow on her face. But what I love
okay.
is everything. It's not even like the kind where it's like micro blended. It's like firm lines. So even like the shading on her hair, it's like it's very firm lines. So it's two toned. Mama
Okay.
D, hello. Hello, beautiful Danelle. She said, I
Hello,
hope
sister.
yous are both well. We're hoping you are doing amazing, sweetheart. Okay.
All right. So I I do want to try this color
The
blocking way
pictorial.
because
Oh, the color
well,
blocking.
because already it's not okay. So there's some things. Remember, I was saying to you the last time that when I go to draw it, I will sketch. Then there's others that it's like you can do it like this as a pictorial and color it in. But this, because it's one face, I just fear that I'm not going to be able to get all my color looking as one because of putting it into like the colored spaces like a coloring book. I don't want that.
Yes.
If I'm making any sense. So that's why I
And
was
some
thinking to try
sometimes
that.
when I watch artists do that, I find it so interesting because it works so well with their mind. But for me, I find you've done this amazing job of sketching all of this out, and then you cover it, and you can only like sometimes see a tiny peeking through, or not at all, and then you're resketching on top of that. So it's like it
Yeah.
does my mind in. Like I know some artists like that's exactly how their mind works, and that's a huge skill. I just my
Mm,
mind don't like it. So I'm gonna
trust
try to
me.
map out her face, which it's also very interesting. The thing that's kind of catching me up is like the ridges. So she's got
Mm,
what looks like three bumps almost, and that's her eyebrow ridge, her eye, her cheek going into her mouth. So I'm just going to grab some dipping into the Glow Tips nude, which is so freaking gorgeous. Just Believe 21. This is one of my very favorites. Whole wide world. Okay. So also what trips me out to no end is usually when I have an image like facing this way, my mind inverts it
yeah, I remember
and
you
like
saying.
switches it. So I'm trying really hard right now not to do that because I want her to be able to look at Lucy. And if I invert it, they're going to be looking at different things,
I know,
which
right?
is fine, but like they're not going to be looking at each other at all. So here's to trying. We're going to see what happens. So let me just kind of try to map a little bit of her head here and her neck, obviously, and then her bodice. How is everybody doing in the chat? Thank you. We've got so many beautiful humans here, and everybody's given a thumbs up, so that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, everyone. Thank you for joining the live.
I apologize for any silent moments. Like, this is gonna, like, not do my head in, but, like, when I'm trying to convert this in my mind, it's gonna take a second. I can hear the error. It's okay.
Trust me. You are gonna see the error. I mean, this is another one of those challenging moments.
Right?
That's
I think I'm
um
ready mapping her out perfect, but she's too over a little. I'm gonna have to wipe that. So one thing that's like during especially the mapping process, as soon as I do have it proper, I cure that ish. Because heavens
mm,
knows we don't want to mess around. But actually getting proper placement here is like quintessential to the whole design because if not, then you don't give yourself enough room to truly
try and do the
paint your
thing.
chest. Exactly. Mess with your real estate. Priya! Hi, beautiful sis.
Hello,
How you
sister.
doing, honey? Beautiful siren sissy. Okay, so her head is tilted up a little bit here. Okay.
Oops,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's
That
definitely.
that's my bun shaking.
Oh, your bun.
Uh-huh.
You know when your hair, it's hair choreography.
Okay, so I can't do it.
Do what, honey? Oh, color blocking?
Yeah. I don't
Oh
even
my
see
gosh, everyone's brain works different, and
I
I know
don't
sometimes it's like,
see it.
"What
I
is
don't see it.
this?"
Honestly, my brain said just I don't see it. So I am gonna still do it, but I'm gonna try it differently. So I'm not going to do my pictorial with black. Normally that's the problem. So I'm going to still do my pictorial that I found, but with the nude. And then after that I can outline it.
It's also interesting because we're like trying to map this out on a curved surface. So I always find that like
Mm,
that adds an extra mind, you know what, F to the chat.
yeah.
I'm just this is getting real, so I just pulled up my little sleeves. I gosh
Sorry.
knows I'm gonna end up dipping myself right into this damn palette. Right now, do you want to know what this is giving me? Okay, so the Nightmare Before Christmas, gone again. The mother effer that's always doing the experiments. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that's what I'm seeing right now.
just doing the most. Okay, so I need right top there and that. So that's already telling me it's not enough. So
What's
we'll
not
make
in love, honey?
no, not enough. So I need it to be just a little bit bigger because when you are kind of thinking of the ratio on a picture as opposed to the
That's what's
ratio that
doing
you're
me in right
actually
now.
doing.
And right now, I'm like a little bit still like over, but I'm like, you know what? This is looking good. She is just gonna be jumping out of the corner. I don't care.
Oh my gosh. So I think what I'll do is do mine backwards because, bro, I don't know how you put your nose down already before your eyes.
Oh, I know. That's the whole thing about proportion that I've been trying, and that's why
Um,
honestly I've been asking you sisters like, "Hey, can we do some more like, character arts and different things?" Cuz like actually staring at an image and then trying to paint that on a curved surface is that's a mind, you know what, in itself. Like it truly is. So like trying to get proportions right is like a huge issue
ah,
for me, and I'm still trying to like perfect that and really understand like where I can slice it out. So what I do try to do is like segment the face
yes.
here. So like if I do, I'm just going to quickly just like actually paint on the screen here. I try to break it down like in
Okay.
quadrants, quadrant, quadrant, quadrant. So then I look and like whatever I'm painting here, what will be in that
In
quadrant
that
and
in
try
that
to make
space,
sure
yeah.
it's like in that as well. I'll kind of bring this up a little bit, but do you see those quadrants?
Yeah. So you can tell what you
So,
got to put
yeah,
where.
exactly.
Okay,
It
so
helps. It's not a perfect full guide, but it helps for sure.
now again, it's all about how our brains work.
I was going to
And
say everyone's brains work differently,
mm,
and what works for one might not work for another.
exactly. And sometimes it takes me a while to actually just kind of just like get it going because Though it's like I feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I'm like, I kind of do. So,
You you do, honey. It's just like it's the same thing I said. Like I start looking at it, and that's what happened when I was on with Priya. I'm like, oh no,
okay,
I thought this was gonna be so easy. Oh no, oh no. Like there's the most unique shapes happening here, and they're doing my head in.
I know, right?
But that's what I
So,
think is a part of the art form, and is really learning how to like roll with those punches and like
mm,
truly whatever your heart's desire is that you're trying to paint, trying
exactly,
to get that.
exactly.
Okay, so let's make sure I'm not making Bean look like she's a special queen, like she's been with her brother or something. Okay, let me. Okay, so her forehead, first ridge
Um,
bone, eye,
put that. So,
eye.
and I just decided to work almost backwards because the pictorial was putting the nose down first, which
I know, and I was like, I can't do that.
oh, is really putting it down. I've given the gap in between her eyes too much space, but that's fine. I'll move one of them over because I know once I have to do other bits, they're gonna end up getting closer and closer. Then you like, wait,
Right?
we don't have no more
You're like,
space. Okay.
Buffy Moore said, I got a jump scared by talking. Oh, Buffy, I'm
Hey
sorry about
Buffy.
that. I hope you're doing well.
Right? Yeah.
Okay,
All right, let's get a
so
brush. Um,
the way her mouth meets her neck is interesting.
oh,
The back of your head is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna get a little. Where's my application brush? A teensy bit of 100% acetone. Um, we got to get
that's
the
what.
science pipetter out. I just want to carve a tiny piece of that because I feel like I can add in her mouth, but if
Mm,
I map out the wrong part, then I'm just gonna have a problem. Hi, beautiful. How was your appointment?
okay,
Yeah,
so
it's pouring. It's pouring out there.
eyes on.
Okay, let me try
I'm
to
gonna just-
take some of that out. Yes. Oh, baby said hi, live people.
Hey, honey.
My partner just got in from an appointment, so she's like, gotta say hello to the crew. Okay. So eyebrow ridge, eye, other cheek going in. So this is where our problem child is. So I'm just gonna carve that, scoop that right out. No, hair. You're not invited here. This is a party with me, my sister, and my nail family. Just coming
Yeah.
in here trying to be all rude and ish. Like, no, not today.
Oh, so this part I am desperately trying to carve out is her nose.
Yes. So this part's tripping me out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to map out the first section of her face, get the eyes in, and then go in because, like, her like little ridge of her mouth and then the little buck teeth, it's
Mm,
like, it's giving me some questions.
with no answers.
Right? So the answer is I'm gonna try to just map this one part and then go back in because
Mm.
that's not a problem. I can still add to her face, but I can't really take it away once it's cured unless I have to like buff it and
Okay,
do all that mess, and I don't want to do that.
still not, I'm not still happy with that. So, as I said, if you saw the post, I'm going to be struggling,
Oh
and
my
you
gosh.
know, the main thing
Honestly,
is
with
I'm
character
not
art,
giving
I
up.
find I feel like it's a struggle bus all the way until you're doing the final touches because it just keeps looking
Mm,
so wrong. Like it's like, what's going on here? I'm trying to get something
literally,
and it's giving me something else. No, like character art for, like definitely is a trust the process moment, and half the time it can look really wrong.
just
Just turning this over to give it a little time to self level because obviously when you're doing this as well with a liner, you can have areas that are kind of either more opaque or you can actually see the lines. So just doing that.
okay.
Also trying to get the cursed bubbles. When the bubbles appear, I'm trying to pop those.
Okay. Do not approach.
Hmm.
So I know what I need to see. Now, that's what I am literally mapping out because I'm,
You got me a big lint bunny. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you, baby.
is that food?
Oh, show it in the screen. Have you seen these?
Oh, the lint. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like no wipe, no lint wipes.
Oh my god! See where a nail tech's mind goes? That's
Oh my
definitely so.
gosh.
I was actually talking
Oh,
with a client, and I was mentioning. I said like because it was like a Russian, so I was like, I have no paper towel and I have no alcohol. So if you can bring paper towel and alcohol, then we got you. And she's like, well, what do you need the paper towel for? And I was like, well, it's the closest like no lint wipe that I can get to. It still has some lint, but it's not as bad as other things. And she goes,
mm,
lint like laundry lint, and I was like, no honey, like there's
no.
little fuzzes that are like everywhere when it comes to nails, and so this makes it kind of easier when you're cleansing and wiping a nail, not adding more you know
Yeah.
quote unquote lint fuzz to it. Because I've even seen in like inspo by Lauren when she goes live for Madam Glam, she's like, oh, one moment, I have a little fluff here, and I was like, oh honey, it happens to all of us.
Right?
She's like, that just came in. She also has fur babies too. And I was like, oh, you know the struggle.
It is real.
Oh my gosh. And I love it because Madam Glam said a couple of times during their lives, like, we are pet friendly up in here. So we'll deal with it like the sounds or lint and fuzz. Hello, Kira Creations. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hey, Kira Creations. How are you, sweetheart? So I have gone in with my gel paint because I think part of the problem I'm also having is that the gel polish, because it's I need my line to kind of like be thin
And be really precise. I know exactly what you're talking about. And like no matter
because
what, even if you use the thinnest brush, when you use certain viscosity of the polish, when you go to do that the line, sorry, it begins to spread out, and then all of your
yeah,
definition is gone anyway. It's not even like your technique, it's just the science of the polish.
exactly. So you know, I decided to just do this now. Hope everyone is well. Let's come in the live.
Yeah, we're sending so much love your way. So I'm mapping out Miss Tia Beanie from Disenchantment. We are doing like a watch me work and watch an episode. So if you have Netflix, you can just go over to Disenchantment, episode 1, and press play, and you can watch along with us and see some artwork inspired by the series. This series is also made by the creators of The Simpsons. So we thought that was very cool.
They cousins.
They are cousins, distant cousins in a medieval time.
Right? Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh. It's so cute because, like, with my phone, when you talk, Mama, I get little, like, air bursts that go on my face. Like, literally, like, no matter what you're saying, it will burst in this, like, the way you're speaking because, like, it's like the sounds coming out of my speakers. So it actually
Mm.
feels like you're, like, talking to me. Like I feel the, like, lightness of, like, you know, when you
Like
speak
if
to
someone
somebody
was
and you can
there.
kind of feel their breath, or like not in a creepy way, like in a, like I
Yeah, I
feel
know
like you're
what it
beside
is.
me. It's not like the stalker in the corner. Like, no, the nice breath.
Oh my gosh. Look, I'm
The
so sorry.
nice
Okay,
breath.
one more wipe.
Oh my gosh. Trust me, sis, like this was doing my head in so bad that I was like, I need to just map out one part of her face first, and her little cute buck teeth. They're gonna have to be next because Miss Tia Beanie, I don't want you to do
Yeah.
my head
I
in. You might
am
you might be a queen or a princess, but I don't want to be off with the head.
I am still, because that's the first part for me, and I can't move on to, another part
No. If you
until
don't have the face proper, that's why, like, honestly, as soon as I start putting the eyes in, I'm gonna know if I even set myself up for success or not.
Mhm.
Because it's, for me, it's the ridges on the side of her face that kind of give me pause. So that's like, I'm like, So that's going to be
Mm,
interesting because that's basically like her eyebrow ridge, the ridge of her eye, her cheekbone, and then leading into her, the ridge of her lip, because her lip, like, it kind of sharp cuts off. So that's also why I cut that part out of the face and just waited, because I found that I thought I was just going to do it a little too harsh, and then again you can't take that part away, but I can add. So that's kind of
mm,
the thought process there. This is like a bit more sheer than usually I work with, glow tips, but like the color's unmatched. So I'm just going in with a second coat here, which you need to be precise, obviously, because then your groundwork you can mess all up as well. So I'm just going back in here as carefully as possible. There is sections here that's like going to be cut out from her hair, so that doesn't matter. But at least I don't have what looks like ET. Oh my gosh, when I was painting with Priya, I swear to heavens, I could eat
I've seen
Elliot.
he's yeah.
Elliot.
There's an alien approaching my face.
Right? No,
Oh heavens up
no.
there.
Right now I'm still getting until I do her features, Mr. The professor from Nightmare Before Christmas. Gone again. The one that made Sally, that little
Yeah.
inappropriate, the one that deserved it all drugged up. He kept eating from her. So I'm like, I'm sorry. If you're concerned that you're getting poisoned, not even poisoned, knocked out, because she just wants to go live her life and you're being too much, then maybe you should cook
Mm.
your own little frog stew, okay, sir?
I'm gonna try the color blocking again, Raven. I cannot
Oh
do
my god,
that.
I love you. You're like, I'm going to try this color blocking once more. Like, honestly, color blocking is my soul, but I do know it doesn't work for everybody. But I
Trust
can't
me.
sketch. So you know how they say sketching works for a lot of people? It don't work for me. Like, yeah, it just makes me feel crazy.
Yeah.
I think next what I'm going to do is just pop in some of her hair, because I think that's going to give me a little bit more of a ratio to work with, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so that looks nice. I'm just gonna pop that in, even though it looks like some kind of meat bobble. I don't even know, because it's just a piece of her
Stop
face.
this.
This is what goes on in my head, man. It does look like a little meat bubble, a little bloop. But we're gonna try to turn it into a face in just a second. But I'm gonna dip into like, so we took a bunch of beautiful colors for her hair. So from Madame Glam, I'm using the Milky Way and Perfect White. And then I also threw in, there's like a really nice icy, I think it's called, is it Chill Bill? No, it's just casual. This is like, they just sent this recently, Glow Tips. I'm always blown away by how effortless yous make this look. Oh, sissy, it may look smooth and effortless. In our mind, we have the
Believe.
careful SpongeBob, careful SpongeBob, careful SpongeBob. Like, no. So we definitely appreciate not only your confidence, but how sweet you are, honey bun.
Uh-huh. Thank you, sister. Because there are definitely going to be some bits that we are going to have to add back in at some point. Um, Raven and Nails by Dev make it look so easy. Like,
Oh,
this
stop
is not
this.
my strong point, but what I do love is, as a nail tech and an artist, I like to
You can
do
get
things that
asked
are
for
not.
anything, right? So it's
Oh
kind of
no, it's
nice
not
to
even so
like,
much as that. Trust me, sis. This is more for
what?
me than them. Sorry, I know that sounds selfish, but this is
But
more
no,
for
like
me.
to be a nail artist, right? Or a nail tech, like how many salons do you have somebody just walk in and show you a picture? So not even just character art, just anything. So being able to like look at this, I find that you're strengthening like facets of your art because you're having to look at elements and then be able to achieve that on a curved surface. That's what I think like that's why I said this is like a not a class, but like a homework, if you will, that you can like strengthen certain things.
Hmm. I
Sorry, I'm
agree.
just grabbing Besame and New Quest for her little shirt because I realized I'm about to do her hair, but her hair is in the background. I mean, sorry, her hair is on the foreground, like above, and the background is her little outfit here. So I'm going to try to just pop some of that in. Oh my gosh, Danelle, yes, you need to go over to Mama's um her Instagram
I'm
and
gonna
you'll
put the
see
airs in. Also.
there's all of these beautiful posts going on because her partner won. So definitely when you get
Yes,
a
he
chance, head
won.
on over. She asked if you were able to go to your, and I was like, oh yeah, more than that. They won.
Yes, you brought that trophy home, sister.
Oh my
It
gosh,
was a
stop.
really.
Every time you say that, you just make me think of what was it? We're gonna bring it home. When we first started talking, everything was, we're gonna bring it home. We're gonna bring it home.
Well, no.
And it
Yeah, it's
was
coming
the
home.
soccer, right? It's
Football's
coming
coming
home.
home. It's
It's
coming
coming home. And
home.
then does not come home.
He didn't come. He got stuck in the
Oh
ether.
my gosh.
Okay, I'm
Right?
gonna kill that for 30 seconds. First time I've been in the lamp in 38 minutes because I've tried one way, I tried the other way, I tried this way, I tried the other way, and I came back to this color blocking. Inside my head, I felt like this was a color blocking art. Now, but my brain, trying to get my brain to do that was just something different. As I
Trust
said,
me, I
like,
know, sis.
this is why if you're gonna come to me to pay for certain nail art, it is gonna cost you money. And I'm never gonna, you know, but I also I
The most
like
valuable thing I ever
buying.
heard is it's you're paying for um like essentially like especially when you're doing a hand painted design, that's going to be way different than if you just paint somebody's hand all one color. You know what I mean? So like you're going to like kind of make your price to like the skill level, like what you have to actually do, right?
Mhm.
So obviously if you're going to do some like 7-hour hand painted creation, your price is going to reflect that. It's going to be a lot different than just like one color or something.
It's
I've seen
true.
you, Mama. I've seen your like really like that time you did that whole painted, like that was insane.
But that's the
The
thing.
whole
It's like
beautiful painted creation, and it was all
I
you did
still
all those flowers, and
I'm still glutton for more.
I feel you.
In my brain, my brain, I tell myself, you can do it. You can do it. Um,
You can do
and
it.
yeah, I like to try at
Hi,
least.
Althea.
Hey, hey, I'm not seeing any comments on my thing.
Oh, it's okay. I'm reading everything. And Mama Danelle, she said, "Sweet, that's awesome. She's so happy hubby won."
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. He's the champion, and he's still not believed. He still can't believe it's
Right when
happened.
it's like,
But
shake me, like, how can
yeah,
this be?
he
Oh
woke up
my
this morning
gosh.
like air punching the pillow. It was too funny,
He
you know.
did.
And I was just like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And it's like,
Oh,
like that grunt.
oh, that makes me so happy.
My
It's like
eyes were
just the
closed.
pure bliss. You're
I
hearing
was
that.
like,
You're thinking, like, did you have a
I
bad
know
dream? Are you okay? Like, what's
exactly.
going on here? Meanwhile, he's just like, I can't believe this heaven. Like, all the goodness just happened.
Right. I was like, okay, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
Go back to sleep. Oh, man, so I'm just doing this second coat of the base just to make everything
That's what
more
I said.
opaque.
I had to go in with the two because it is a more sheer, but like the color's unmatched. So I've done
Uh,
like a lot of different characters. Sounds so funny in my day, but I keep going back to glow tips for the nude for the skin tones because having such a wide range, it's so beautiful. It's what you need.
yeah. So I'm just making sure this polish is nice and leveled.
Yeah, that's why I turned mine around for a second just to kind of make sure. I was like, girl, you look like you
You
need some
know?
help.
Mm, okay. Right. Just looks like a blob,
Yeah, right now
actually.
mine looks like a series of blobs, and like that's the piece you have to make with color blocking at first. That's why sometimes you'll see me go into mad detail in one section because I'm like, I just need it to start looking like art, and then I can continue because what is this?
Yeah.
Uh, Priya said, I hope work is going well, honey bun. I'm okay, just a pain day today and getting Princess's stuff ready as she's going to oh, Beham. Is that Birmingham? I don't know what Beham with my aunt.
I
I hope
think
she
I
has the
think so.
greatest time. I hope she
Yes,
has,
princess.
and you get also time to fill your cup back up, honey, because your
Yeah.
body can only handle so much. You do everything, so you gotta do for you too. Okay, we got this bump here and bump. Okay, this is gonna be the fun part. Hopefully. I say that. Imagine this isn't the fun part. Okay, let me.
Okay, so that apparently is her head and neck.
Sissy, remember we got to do her outfit, which her bodice, her boobies, her hair, all of that's going to change the flow of the face. You're just trying to map out and have as much, like, I'm even adding a part after, so like you don't have to worry about that. It's perfect.
Right?
Lily, actually, we do not. I am in Canada and Mama is in
The UK, London, jolly old England.
jolly old England. So we have some across the pond action happening. And
I can't.
I'm near an ocean, so we're near all the water essentially.
Right? So we're mapping out her hair like
The
as if
tendrils of the hair.
as if it wasn't a joke already, like, so I'm just using the white gel paint to kind of, um, map out where her mane is going.
Her mane,
Mm,
mane and tail, baby.
I need that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, as I'm doing this, Bean just came up. Sitting there
She's
with
like,
Alpha trying to
who's
save him. Like, she's just
who's
coming over, like, okay,
drawing
I'm seeing you guys. Okay, you're doing a good job. I'm gonna go have another beer.
me? You
Realistically,
know,
if we had more space or other nails, we would have totally did a whole beer for her because she'd be out here drinking these boys under the table.
basically, you know. So I need to kind of make sure because she's got an air as well.
Yes, so I worried about drawing her hair first and then popping that ear out after. Because you can always
Mm,
draw the ear on the white, like with Bliss, but
yeah,
you can't do the other. Like when you try to map it out ahead of that, it just wonks.
so there is some hair also coming down here somewhere. So this all looks crazy, but I'm trusting that thing they call the process.
I promise you, honey, you gotta trust it because, like,
Gotta
honestly, I
trust the
was already
process.
doing my head in earlier and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just keep mapping it out because that's one of the most frustrating things with the color blocking is you're like, it's like literally all that work and what did it get me? That one, that song right there, that's what it feels like at
Oh,
first because you're like, did I just devote an hour to color blocking and it looks like
oops.
Jackson Pollock of a child? But you got to keep going because then when you go in with those defining features and everything and the line work, especially the line work, all of that, it's like all of your hard work really does.
Like you better, bro. Oh, so I gotta get another palette. So I'm gonna use just the white now. Just kind of put this hair in.
Nails by Bramble. Hi, beautiful. How are you
Hey,
doing,
bro.
sweet?
How are you doing? Okay. All right. Hair would come there. There we go.
Once I get like the color blocking done, I'm going to take a quick picture because then I'm going to just do a small, like a little collage that just says, trust the process, and then show the last bit. Because I swear to heavens, at first it's like, what is this? What have you done?
It's so true. Um, it's like down here. I have. Hey, some hair. making sure the hair. This obviously is her in London, and Raven's drawing the Canadian version. So obviously there are going to be some differences in terms of the hairdresser they went to.
Right? The
So,
hairdresser. Oh,
you
we gotta
know,
stop this.
don't be alarmed about that at all.
Ah, Bramble said she's good. Thanks. How are you all?
Oh, not bad, honey.
Doing pretty
Not
darn
bad.
amazing because I'm with
So,
my beautiful sissies. Definitely that pain, the wretched pain. She's trying to stick her evil head out. But I was like, you know what? If I can just be with sissies doing color therapy, playing around with
you know,
goodies, I'm in the element. And then now we're having like a little watch me, like a silent party here with Disenchantment playing in the background. So this is all the fun. That's one thing I love. Like, I try to pair a movie with when I'm filming so I can actually scroll through like my YouTube videos and I know what I was watching while I filmed it. It's such a weird savant. I don't know. It's like the craziest thing, but I'll scroll through and I'm like,
okay.
oh, that's when I was watching House of Wax. Oh, that's when I was watching this. Like, I can't get over that. Like, it does not leave the brain, the good old brain.
Right. So right now, I'm really not sure if she's even gonna have a shoulder and all of that.
Oh, trust me, when I did her boobs and everything, I was like, well, this looks wrong. I'm just going to continue because if I stay caught up in this moment, I ain't getting none of her done.
Yeah, I know, but
Like,
I'm not.
I'm going to lose my nerve.
I'm going to map out as much, and she may have a little top, or maybe just a little boob tube,
You're what?
a booby tubey. But we're gonna do what we can do for
Over
her
there.
because it is what it is. But yeah, I just love trying to draw. That's it, brother. It's
Oh
funny,
my
and then
gosh,
I go to
sis.
my kids and I say, "What is this?" And their
Yes,
hearts are just beating out of their chest,
the ultimate
and
test.
nobody wants to guess. I'm like, "What is it? What do you see? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? What do you see?"
And
Uh,
you know how they
uh,
the like,
uh yeah.
is
Don't
it
stutter
flawless?
now, boy. Don't stutter.
Oh
Say
my
what you see.
gosh.
And
And
honestly,
mean what
that
you say.
exactly. And sometimes the guess is like daffodil. It's like a guess but a
Right?
question at the
That's why
same
I said like
time.
the high part or the low part in your voice where you're like,
Yeah.
this? Hi, Joe. Oh my gosh. That freaking
Hey,
kills me.
Joe.
I've had it
Okay.
so many times where I'm like so anxious and I'll go to baby and I'll just show her and I'm like, what do you think? Because like she has done the huge standees that literally you have to like cut out the wood and like paint. She's done like the seven dwarfs and everything else. So like color blocking and like choosing colors has always been a little tricky for me.
Yeah.
So I constantly like I'll be like, baby, like first of all, what do you see? And then after I ask her that question, if it's not like a I see this. Oh no, I gotta throw the nail away. But if it aligns and it's like I see SpongeBob, and I'm like, okay, so are these colors like I'm about to do this section? Is this okay? Like, but when it's like you get the opposite guess, I'm like, okay, so we're starting back again from ground zero. Like I've definitely thrown away a nail before. Um, but it's also hard like during this process, if you see my nail right now, to wanna like be like, "Oh no, I've gotta throw it."
Yeah. Who
But you
who are
have to
you?
keep yeah, who are you, right? But she's there. It's just we gotta
We gotta.
get
Yeah.
we gotta set that foundation for her so that she's shining.
Okay.
Like this is a
So.
princess after all. One of the things I love most about Tia Beanie is she puts all of the stereotypes of what like a princess is on its head. Like she doesn't need saving, she does the saving. She gets drunk like
Mm,
the sailors. She beats the boys in poker. You know what I mean? Like she completely is like a very strong female and I love it. And it just like cuz they usually in the that time they just depict either the maidens that worked at the bar and did the oldest profession, or and not that it's bad to be portrayed a wife, but that shouldn't be the only thing you are. You're not just somebody's wife. You are so much more
That's
than that.
true.
That's amazing, but like that shouldn't just be your character. Like that's it. You're one dimensional. All you're good for is the fact that you can bear kids and that you're a wife. Like that's not what it should be.
Mm.
So the fact that they kind of threw all those stereotypes on their head and made this like strong princess, that's why I'm really happy to be
Yeah.
painting this with you today, because I love that they did that. Makes me very happy. There's also this series called Two Broke Girls, and the
I used to
one
watch that.
okay, so is her name Alana? The one not with the beautiful curly hair. That's the voice of Bean.
Oh,
Abby, I think her name is. Yeah, that's the voice of Bean. This little Tia Beanie.
oh,
Yep. So I was like, if you were recognizing that voice, that's because she's been in other things that we've seen, and she's always played a pretty awesome,
character.
tough
Yeah.
character.
Oops. Sorry, guys. That's my bun, a hair bun.
Oh my gosh, sis, you don't understand. The other day when I did nails for my sis Rita, oh my goodness, I literally bashed my head into the phone tripod 3 times, probably four, didn't realize because I was running on adrenaline. And the next morning I woke up with damn scratches on my forehead because I was headbutting my damn camera
Oh my
stand as I
god.
worked,
Oh,
trying to get the damn perfect angle. So when I say I feel you, I feel you. It's okay.
trust me.
We all do these things in the name of art, whether it's your bun moving all over where it shouldn't be moving or what have you. In the name of art, a lot happens.
Trust. The sigh.
Oh, sis, I know that sigh. Also, one thing I do with the color blocking is like when I've gotten it really to where I want it, even if I'm going to
Mhm.
add additional things, I go in with a thin base coat and I try to level things out. Because obviously, when you're working with different textures, line work, everything else, sometimes you can have a bit of a bumpy surface. And then when you're trying to do other things, it's just like a freaking gong show. So that's a little thing that
Yeah,
I like to do. So I'm almost there where I'm going to be doing a thin coat, a base coat, and then
I
continuing
think
onward.
I think I'll be there after that. I'll put this color down. Um,
That's why I said, Sissy, like it's so unique, but no matter what character you're doing, there is certain things that you got to kind of do to help you. Like let it help you instead of, because like I remember the first time I mapped everything out and then I'm trying to do some of these lines and I'm like, this looks like it's like giving me child like painting. And then as soon as I smoothed
trust
out my
me.
surface, I was like, oh, so that's necessary. It's like even with plaid, that's the biggest mistake you could make with plaid, not leveling your surface when you go in to
Oh
do the opposite
Jesus.
lines and stuff like that. You start falling into ridges and freaking lumps and valleys and oh
Ah,
god, it's just bad. Really bad. Okay, so we've got the eye. We've got the eye of the tiger. Okay, I'm
tiger.
really gonna I'm gonna get my base coat right now before I start to do anything else and then I get upset. So I'm going to another important thing. I don't care what no one says. I'm gonna cleanse my nail. I was watching somebody the other day and she went all into like cleansing the nail and how you shouldn't be doing that. And I get it, like the slip layer or that area that's more tacky is meant like gel follows gel. But I'm sorry, there's some things that are unavoidable. And I've done where I've cleansed my nail, done everything else, and I've never had an issue with my polish peeling off or anything like that, even if I had to apply a thin layer of base coat or something to like encapsulate that
Mm,
in. I'm sorry, I would not
yeah.
skip the step of wiping, especially when you go, like, say, for instance, you do someone's nails and you do a hot red. You're just gonna willy nilly dip your top coat onto those red nails. Good luck. You contaminated your whole bottle. I'm not doing that. You can do that, but
Mm.
I'm not doing that. Like you see the smear, like if you're working with white, for instance, and it's a black background, and then you go to do your top coat, you're gonna smear, have like what looks like haze going everywhere. And that's because you didn't
basically.
cleanse the nail, right? So I learned the art of a good cleanse, and even if some people might not like it, I sure do. And that's how I see it.
Just like that.
It's so cute. Uh-oh. So this base coat has sparkles in it from when I talking about damn contamination. I just looked at the nail and I'm like, oh,
Oh
so the flakes I used. Oh
my gosh. All right, I'm just gonna feel that.
no.
Mayday. Flakes are present.
Error, error, right?
Contamination
Okay.
station.
It's all of the contamination
Yeah.
station,
Operation remove the glitter.
right? And these flakes, oh my gosh, they said, I heard one thing they said. I saw this in the early 2000s. This girl just turned in this TV show and she simply said, glitter is the herpes of arts and crafts. And I was like, oh my God.
What?
It because it never goes away. You have it for
Oh
the
yeah,
rest of
yeah,
your
yeah.
life. You
Yeah.
find a little tiny glitter on your forehead. You find a little tiny glitter on it just never goes anywhere. So I was like, I can't with you right now. I can't believe you just said that.
I get
But yeah,
blamed for
my life
glitter.
with Liz. Hello, I got called into my roommate's bedroom and she's like, "Hi, sweetheart. Could you take off the glitter on Kovu?" And I was like, "Oh my, I'm so sorry." She's like, "No, no, no, he's fine, but I can't get it, and it's your glitter." Like, oh God, 1 second. Kovu's just sitting here living his best life,
It's all right.
just glistening, shining bright like a diamond, shining bright like a Kovu.
That's like when Mr. T'Challa spilled my gold chrome and then
No, he
proceeded
didn't.
to try sniff it. Yeah, because he was troubling things he wasn't supposed to be. He was trying to be nosy. And then the next thing I knew, oh my gosh, and then he died. And then he was putting, I could see his nose was going into, like,
Oh
no, yes.
no.
He had a gold chrome nostril.
Oh heavens.
I was like, I'm going to leave you like that and send you to the wizard,
Right?
literally.
You off to see the wizard? Oh, Althea said great color, Mama.
Oh, thank you. How are you, Athea? So
Okay, let me.
this color is from Madam Glam. It's green energy.
Oh,
Can't
yes, yeah.
remember. Okay, this is not the one that Priya sent. I'm not sure. So I did. I just thought this was the closest that I had to Milady's outfit.
So, my lady, I ended up actually using Besame, which was one of the very first blues that I ever got,
That's
but it's like
one
a
I don't
teal.
have.
Oh,
I
Besame.
always hear you and Priya talk about that color. I don't have that color.
Besame is gorgeous.
She's a gorgeous. She absolutely is. So I'm gonna just put that arm in the sleeve, and I'm gonna use Eden Garden for the sleeve. And then I think before I start drawing on top of it, I will do that base coat.
Yeah, I had to do the base. I was about to run into like a lot of issues, and I was like, you know what? Sometimes I even have to do two bases because like I want to keep it thin and not like gloopy. So sometimes I'll end up
Mm.
having to do too thin or do a light buff and then put another one in. But Mama, yours is looking absolutely perfection. Like
Oh,
she is
thank you.
looking gorgeous.
Well, thanks to you and your color blocking, I thought I would try this today. I know there was another time we painted something and I tried and I reverted back to something else. But today I'm trusting my gut because something just felt like, you know what, this was a color blocking kind of moment.
Right?
Um, I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I feel like I'm too zoomed in. And so every time I move, I'm literally going out of frame. So that's
Actually,
her
that's why
little.
sometimes I like having like either my reference picture or something here because I kind of it lets me know what my hotspot is. But it's true. I've zoomed in and then I'm like, oh, I'm in the corner. 1 second, I'm coming back.
Mm, exactly. So sorry
Stella
about.
Lanello. Wow. Thank you so much, beautiful. We are
Thank you
having
for
so much
joining,
fun.
guys.
She is mystified at the work you're doing, Mama. She's like, ooh la la. I'm looking at all the art and I'm loving her.
And thank you, sisters. So, you know, she is how she's looking. Just need a little tiny bit.
Okay, so I'm going to dip into the white gel paint. I'm just going to try to map out her eye because I just need to see, like, I'm going to end up putting, like, the bloop, the little circular area of her nose. I'm going to put that back in with the Glow Tips Just Believe. So I'm not going to
Mhm.
worry about, like, trying to carve that nose part out because that will, like, affect my mental health. But I'll be able to put it in afterwards. So I'm just going to move my palette here to the corner because again, my little sleeves are trying to go into everything. I already just noticed that it has happened before because when I turned
Mm.
my wrist up, I'm like, oh, there's some colors here. This is my favorite sweater to
Yeah,
wear.
it's always at the
I
back of my
can't.
elbow. Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Now, there's a few bits. I'm just looking at the white. This is before I do my base coat. It just felt like there was some bits that needed to
oh
just have a
no.
little bit.
I'm
What
gonna have to
happened?
fix her eyes. She's looking wonky. Okay, I'll have to move this up. It was the damn ridges, the bumps on the side of her head are still doing me in, but it's okay. We're gonna map out these eyes to
You say those
perfection.
bumps to the side of her head.
Because it's here,
Oh,
right? Like if you zoom in and then you see like one bump, two bump, three bump, four to kind of make her. I'm gonna quickly see her mouth
well,
that pops out the side.
my princess, as I said, she went to see a plastic surgeon. So he definitely ironed out a few of her bumps. So again, I am painting the version of her with the the enhancements. So if you don't see any
Not
bumps,
enhancements.
if you don't see the bumps, then it means she's had surgery. However, if you do see bumps, then it means that's the area that still needs working on. So let's not, you know, let's not have an egg or anything and start
It's a,
contacting TMZ, speculating the possible.
all the speculation.
Yeah, she has had work done. I can confirm and not deny she has had work
Let me
done.
try to just map out this small part of her mouth because this is just doing me and I need to see how far I've got. Okay, so if here is where her smile is going to be, her nose needs to be like right around here. Her eye. See, this is what I mean about proportion. You map it all out, and then still I'm like, I feel like I have no space.
Then all right. This is what I'm
Let's just
saying.
try to move this up. Okay. So that was me trying to map things out. Looks like she's dead, but that's okay because I did X's in the eyes. Gonna try to map it a little higher
Sure.
and see.
I may have to perform an exorcism.
We're doing not only exorcism, we're like doing some plastic surgery up in here.
Okay, so that coverage is much, much, much better. And mm, going to cure for 60 seconds. Make sure that white is fully cured. And get my juice. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have told you. Oh my goodness. Yes. You know, when you just don't know how thirsty you are sometimes until you actually have a drink.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna have to get a drink for myself shortly because I feel it.
Definitely do. Definitely do. Okay. So
I'm just trying to
I
take
am
some of the excess here.
I'm gonna wipe that inhibition there, and like what Raven said, there is one, because look.
Yep, that's what I mean. Like, it's especially when you're working with different colors and stuff, it will smear. So I don't like that.
And let's
My
see.
acetone.
Now I'll tell you what. I'm going to actually use a rubber base coat because my base coat is running so low.
Uh huh.
So
Rubber
I'm
base coat's
going,
good too, though. I used to use Philippines for that all the time. Like, you'll remember, I mentioned that multiple times in a live. I
trust
was like,
me.
I used rubber base coat, but then I started using rubber base coat for my nails, and I'm like, I can't use it anymore. I only have a little left.
I know, right? Mm,
Because the Philippines, oh gosh, it's so delicious. That's one of the best. It just came back in stock. It was out of stock for a long time from Madam Glam.
yes, I think I remember Priya saying she was looking for that, and it was out of stock, I think, at the time.
So annoying.
So I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't stop singing the praises of that damn rubber base coat. It's like so good.
right. I'm just gonna turn it upside down a little bit, and do 60 seconds because it's thicker. Mm.
Also, sometimes I find if ever there's a time that you use the gel paint and it's like a little thicker than you'd like, I seal it in as well because that avoids future wrinkling like while you're working. Sometimes it can actually start wrinkling on you after if you've done it too thick with the gel paint. So that's kind
Yes,
of
it
like a
can.
little trick that I'll do if I find that
I
like it's
um
perfect but it's a little thicker than I wanted.
I totally agree. There's some things that just don't want to be flashed.
Mhm. Too flash or not too flash?
Is the flashing question.
Mother flasher. Okay,
Flashing
so I had
flash.
to move. Oh my god, I love you so much. I had to move her eyes up, and that does kind of take away some of the proportion of what's supposed to be. But I'm sorry, if I did her eyes where they were supposed to be, she would have nothing else left.
Right?
She wouldn't have room for
Goodbye,
any of her other features
and thank you for coming.
whatsoever. Yeah, it
So
would have
I'm
been
just
really bad.
wiping that inhibition nail off the nail, and I will do a light buff, very light.
Yes, yeah. So like really like an angel whisper. Um, just yeah. See, really dainty, super dainty. Right? Exactly. That's the angel up in there.
Okay, so just a little light waffle off. And now the real freaking jokes of this whole thing begins because we've
I
mapped out.
actually think
And,
I have to lighten her freckles. They're a little too dark. Those are like stark on her.
um,
I mean, freckles can be quite stark, but it's a little too stark. I love
oh
it.
my gosh, I'm so tired. She's a little too stark for my
A
liking.
little too stark.
Um, okay, so I have my white down. I'm just thinking,
Just mixing the perfect white with a little bit of that chocolate, the chocolate brown. So a little bit of Madame Glam and a little bit of Glow Tips, some Coffee Bliss, and perfect white. Because that was not. I was a little bit. It was screaming. It was like, "Hello, hi, I'm bright."
right? So I know that, yeah, it's going to be, this is where her teeth essentially are going to be because the neck is there. And come up here and it's going to be Teeth City.
Teeth, Teeth City just does
Teeth,
not sound good, right? You're like, welcome to
uh,
Teeth City. You can
teeth
meet
there,
dentures and braces on aisle left.
right? So we're going to have that there. And then just above there, hopefully her nose. So we need,
To wipe that again.
this is under here. So I know part of her eye, that first eye kind of has to come. Yeah. Oh,
There we
actually,
go. Her little freckles. Pop that in. Okay, now I'm gonna try to just do her nose, a little pop of her nose, and then see if we can put the mouth, because the mouth was also doing me in with the little cute buckies. Okay, I'll have to get the perfect black for the definition. Not the perfect black, sorry, the black gel paint. The perfect black is like my go-to. I've been mixing it for some of the darker, like when I need one of these base colors, but a little bit of like that shade.
Mm,
Just a little bit of a darker gradient, if you will.
yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to have to quickly grab Lucy for a second because I need to see her eyes need to be like looking at him. Because these
Mm,
eyes are looking over here, but I kind of want her to be like, boop. Hello, Lucy. Oh gosh. The king is tickling Alpho's tummy. I don't think it's going to end well. That king's a little shit. He keeps kicking Lucy, saying he's a cat.
sorry. Mm, you can't know that. You can't know that. Okay, so I have kind of one eye there. Because her nose is kind of gonna go here. I mean, the other eye. Oh gosh.
Tia Beanie, you are a cutie little princess. Okay, put another cure
I'm just like, bro, how did I get here?
in.
It's,
You got here
it's
because you're amazing. And just like whenever you show me something random and I go, I'm in, I'm glad that you were like, I'm in.
no, honestly,
Because
I'm
I'm
just
totally
like,
down. Like, no matter what you show me, like, I'm just like, I
no, but
love
that's
doing
that's
art.
what that's where I am now. I'm not,
This
you know, trying to be scared anymore. But it's like when I'm actually doing it, I'm like, who is this?
is. What is happening right now? Okay, I want to see if I can mix a little of the two gel paints so I can get a gray. There seems to be like a pretty thick gray outline to her hair. So I'm just going to see. And there's a bit of her face that looks gray and then it goes into black. So I'm just going to. I've actually just
Mhm.
been dipping into the paints and not taking them out on my palette. But for something I need to mix, I'll do that. Because I find that before I was just taking too much product and not using it all. And that started really irking my soul. So I'm just making sure I'm dipping clean brushes in, but not doing that mess anymore.
Got you.
Because I used to just like take anything I was using on like a design and putting it on the palette, but I realized I was wasting a bit of the paint. Like the paint was just too much.
Okay.
I don't find
Yeah.
it as much with the polishes. It just doesn't like there. I feel like there's just never enough in these little things.
Yeah, no, it's true. And with the paint, we always forget, but a little does go a long way, weirdly.
Thank you, and that's like that's another huge thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to merge these. Get us a sexy gray in the house. Oh, she's happening.
Uh,
Because I want to
okay.
have the, like, be able to be really precise with this. And that's why I didn't want to just mix a gel paint. I mean, a gel polish. I wanted the paint
Yeah.
thickness, but be able to do her hair. So I think that
Mm,
that's good.
okay. It's just like the freaking the like the eye. I'm just
Oh gosh, don't even come at me with the eyes. I'm still like, did I do the right thing or did I really just not? But we'll see.
right. Because as I said, surgery, everyone, surgery.
I know.
What is gonna it's gonna be definitely she's gonna have to take up a lawyer or something because if it's a botched job, but all jokes aside, like I always say to people, like, whenever they say, "Oh, like nail art," and I'm just like, okay. In the beginning, even for me, it was the way I was looking at it. The aim here is to bring your rendition. The artist has already nailed it. Now, if your art brings you like that close to it, fair enough. But your rendition is your rendition, and you know in the
Yep.
end, it's all about whether I mean, no one's paying me for this, obviously. So, what I'm saying to you, it's just that kind of thing. But when you put your heart into something, it will come out. That's why I love abstract art because I love how people can take one thing and make it look like something else just by using a few strokes, and you're like, wow. So, I'm not here to plagiarize, but I just love like different versions of the art. So I always say that to you when you draw, it's not that it doesn't look like what you're drawing, but I can immediately say, oh yeah, that's Raven's art, if that makes sense,
That
because
makes me
her
happy.
style is still in it. So yeah, we definitely need another 30 seconds because you look like you want to wrinkle to who? Don't wrinkle around here.
Right?
I finally see the grey that you're talking about in the hair. I'm like, I hate
Do you see
shading.
the gray? That's why I
I
was really like
see
looking.
the grey. I'm like, why do they have to be grey?
I know.
This outline of the hair.
See, so if you look, she's finally starting to look like Tia Beanie. But it's because
Yes,
I'm adding those like small little things that really start bringing that character.
basically.
But the nose, I always know these circles do me in. So I was like, I am totally willing to just map that out and then put the nude back on top of it if I have to, because I'm not going to drive myself crazy with that.
Right? Because that's
No,
where
no.
I'm looking at her. No, no, this nose on the bone under her eye. Like, what is happening to
Yes.
you, my
Okay. So
dear?
that's what started doing me in. So I actually had to raise it because I was trying to map it. So her eyes are going to be closer to um, her hairline. But I've seen so many different, like when she squints her eyes and everything else, it goes all over the place. So as long as we have enough space for all of the things, she's going to definitely
Ah,
come to life.
okay. I just could not see it. I was like, wait. What? Okay, so because I think before I do all the other parts, obviously in black, I'll have to do my matte. Um, I am going to put some
So
base coat
that's where
down
her
because
chin would. Okay, let me see. Whoops.
some base coat underneath of that face, just where I've done the eye. Oh, how did I kill that white? Anyway, that's gonna have to get buffed off
Right?
100%.
Oh,
'Cause I don't know who you are. Oh my gosh, I just see. I tried to wipe it and it was already killed. Like, okay, you think you're staying here? You're not staying here.
right. Not in my house.
So after that, I think I'm gonna do her teeth. 'Cause that's the other thing that's white.
Yeah, so I had to
And
do her teeth
then
because that's the part that's going to be the chin. I took the chin completely out because it was like it was really affecting. I said my mental health is taking a dive. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to include that later. Because if I don't and I just keep looking at this, we would still be at the part where I'm mapping out her face.
yeah.
So, that's why I said like with nails, it's really taught me a lot even also not to kind of overwhelmed with that anxiety feeling. Like if you're trying something, it's not working, I wipe and I go to some other part of the design and keep on that and then go back. And usually I've
Mm.
given myself enough of an air time that I'm not feeling like, because if you're feeling anxious or like, oh, it's not working, then like that's when you really start going to that other place that art does not get made in that place.
Mhm.
Accidents get made in that place. Okay, so I just heard a boop boop. So let me make sure that I have this plugged in. We're not doing all this hard work to have the stream end due to low battery. But there's like a specific charger I have to use when I'm live that's not long because the other one pokes me in the head the whole time.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like that. Remember, I told you I had a thing. I've been hitting the head due to nails, man. Got my
Mhm.
whole forehead scratched up. Okay. Let
Okay,
me.
no, I don't see it. Oh my
You don't
gosh.
see what, honey?
Okay, no, I was trying to map out this teeth. So I'm like, um, I don't see it. So let me just see at my space because I may need to add a bit more of that nude and really just see where these teeth are about to be placed. Okay. So yeah, she's just gonna have to get teeth there somehow.
Yeah, that's what I said. Her teeth was doing me, and so I actually just erased her mouth completely, and then just slowly, I'm adding it in back right now, her little chin, because I couldn't map it out
Yeah,
with the way it was looking. Like it was just again doing my head. So, and we got to remember that this is going to need two coats. So the first coat's going to look rather thin. Okay, I'm just going to pop that in. Again, the little demons can start whispering, but you have not
yeah.
done the fine details. It's not supposed to look 100% right now. Trust the motherfucking process. Even if I don't want to, I gotta trust it.
I just can't even see it. I feel like I need to draw a black faint line first because I can't.
That's why I said I had to go back in with a line. And actually, what I did, I did the X. That's why I said it looked like she died. I had to like do an X for her eye, X for her eye, do a fake nose. I just did it in white, and then her mouth. And I was like, okay, now I can see it because I'm staring at this like, huh? But
Right?
wait. Okay, I still need to go back in with some more of this nudie booty.
Nope. Hmm.
Uh, Priya said, "Hi, Auntie Raven. Hi, Auntie Joe. Mommy is blowing my hair out. So I'm going to Beham tomorrow. I stole the phone. I'm glad you stole the phone.
Oh,
I'm so happy to hear from you. I hope you have a blast,
yes.
sweetheart. We love you.
So
Your
do
aunties
I.
love you so much."
Okay. Yes, princess.
Make sure.
Her nose is there. And then
Damn,
we'll
those
go
are
to
some buck teeth.
the. Okay. So I just needed to see if, like teeth could be present. So that's fine. I think what I'm going to do is the only way, let me just do this eyeball and then I'm going to mat it. And then because I can't just getting some dots in for her eyes. And just going to do 60 seconds because we don't want no issues. I think I will start doing the black because
Oh, you need to see the background.
I need to before I put that teeth in because that's an exact science. And I think this is a thing for some people that does put them off, especially if you are a novice like myself.
You are not a
It's
novice.
still
Stop
I'm
this.
a novice. I'm a novice. For the
The
record,
amount
I
of detailed character art and just art I've seen you pull off, no. But like any skill, right? It's a muscle and it needs to be flexed. So we you got to keep on. Are you still there? Yes, continue watching Netflix. Don't you call me out like that.
oh my no.
How
Right.
rude.
When
Are
it's
you
time to
still
pay the bill, you
there?
don't ask me. Oh, do you still want to pay?
Right? I exactly. It just comes out. You sure don't ask in the beginning of the month, do you still want your Netflix membership? You just charge it.
Right.
So stop asking me. If I
Mm.
fall asleep and 10 episodes play, then that's my fault and I'll go backwards. But don't you call me out, Netflix. Oh my
You
God.
know?
Oh, heavens. It's true, though. You do feel like severely called out. It's like, are you still watching? It's like, are you telling me I've been here for two?
I know. Because if I am watching, which I am, what makes you think I'll be touching the screen?
Thank you.
This is what I'm saying.
How
It's
rude.
like it's as bad as that TikTok verification. Tap the
I
screen to let us know you're
know.
here.
It's like I'm making art. You want me to go tap the screen, show you I'm not a robot, do all this mess. Like, you shouldn't have robots on your platform anyway, or make
Thank
rights for
you.
them. Like, I can't. You guys are the
Exactly.
ones that want the AIs. You're the ones that use all that stuff. So
The
I
bots.
can't.
You got the bots, and then the
They
bots
do have the
are
bots.
not aware of mankind and humankind as always. It happens in the movies. So they see one thing and interpret it as something else.
Oh my
You're like,
gosh.
she's not active. I'm not going to be because I'm doing art.
I'm doing art. Like, come on,
I am
please.
active. If you
You're
could
like, I'm active on
interact,
the nail. That's what I'm
yeah,
active on. The thing that
if
I
you,
should be.
because you can interact. You don't know what's going on, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Thank God I saw that. My Kiara Sky just went out, but I would have done touch the nail. It would have been wet and I would have been so cheesed. Let me just focus.
Oh, not today.
Right? That's why I said, honestly, I really appreciate nails, period, because it's taught me a strength and resilience, like not to just get upset at the small stuff, you know?
So
We
true.
come we come around here with solutions, not problems. What do you mean? I plugged you in. Are you saying that's the wrong one? Okay, let's see.
You know when all the extension leads start to look like each other.
Right? I'm like, let me just move this. Oh, it's not plugged in. That's why. It's the right one. Nope, I got it, baby. Where there's a will, there's a way. Stopping the shine. Okay,
Right?
let's see. Tell me why my heart sank when I pressed the button and the light didn't light up. I was like, listen, Kiara Sky, you're not burning out on me today.
Not today.
But then I looked at the back and it's like, low battery. And I'm like, okay, I got you.
Eh,
I feel you.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Sorry, guys. You know the importance of a lamp. Lamps are incredibly important.
1000%. So,
So I'm not even sure for the color blocking on her hair which gray I want to use because I grabbed the Just Casual from Glow Tips, but I also grabbed Milky Way, which though this label is green, it's actually really pretty gray. And I was happy about this because I don't have a lot of grays. And yes, you can mix black and white, but sometimes it's nice to just have like a specially curated polish that you don't have to faff with. Okay, let me try my look again. Oh my god, I picked up the base coat and it didn't have the top on.
Oh
Thank God it
no.
all came in one thing. It didn't fall. But I'm going to try my luck again and just pray that I don't have more flakies in here.
Oh,
Or
in
Tia
the bed.
Beanie's going to have some sparkles up on her. I just didn't want it to be like a flake in the middle of her forehead. Like, that's just going to take you out of the whole design.
Oh my gosh.
1 second. I think I'm getting suspected spam.
Yeah, no worries. So her face is like I'm gonna literally, like I said,
If that number calls you, don't answer. It's freaking. I'm calling from la 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 Quebec. Da 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 da. It's all bull. It's a scammer call.
why do they do that?
I hate it.
Okay, so this is the part that was it was throwing me off.
Which part, honey? I was like, let me talk you off that ledge, but also a freaking flake did go onto
No, honestly,
her outfit, so I have to make my peace. A flake did go on there, and I cured it earlier, so that's just gonna be that. But what's tripping you out, honey?
oh gosh, I'm just laughing at myself for a minute. Sorry. Um, look. I was
Okay, wait,
like,
let me stand up. Okay, so
so I'm just wiping that bit. I was just like, because
oh
this,
yes, okay, so the side where her mouth is going, right?
yeah,
So that's what was doing me in when I was doing the ridges here. So that's why actually this, I like carved it completely out and I was like, I'm just gonna leave her with no jaw. She's just gonna be jawless. And then I'm gonna put it in at the end because if I try to do anything
yeah.
else, I'm gonna drive myself nuts. Man, I need a drink. I haven't had a sippy in 103 minutes. Okay, let me see.
No, please do.
Oh, yeah, like I'm too much of a mermaid for this not to.
Okay.
Just had to have a little vapey poo. And then my adult sippy, she won't she won't be able to have hashtag jobs without a jaw. Oh my god, Mama D. I wasn't ready for that. But like look at like Bean was just talking here. Like look, that mouth is real. Like it has a very strong side profile.
Mhm.
She's strong. It's a little hand. Okay, let me move. Okay, so I'm gonna worry about that 3D shading later, not right now. Um, okay, I'm gonna try to map out this eye. I hate doing outlines on circles. That is my least favorite thing in this world.
Mhm. It's so unnatural.
It is. Oh my gosh. I gotta call the Winchesters, help me out in this itch. Okay, let's just try here. Oh gosh, it's too thick. Okay, I'm just gonna try to outline it first, and if I don't like it, I'll wipe it away. I always have to just try.
I'm not laughing at you. I like honestly, like there's something I just saw. I'm like, I need to-
What happened?
oh my god, where's my brush? Where's my brush? Oh, Jesus, Lord help me. Where are you?
What were you laughing at?
Look. So it was
Oh,
that
you made her
other
angry.
that yeah.
You made her angry. She did the angry eyes.
I just looked at her, I was like, no, no. Oh, she actually gave me pause. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry, sweetheart. Mm. It's like you can look at it and then you actually can see essentially like, what you don't like.
Yep, instantly.
Yeah.
Oh man. Again, this is what I call boot camp. I appreciate this because my mind just goes error, error, screaming.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there's just some cleaning that needed to go on in aisle 2.
Let's try this one. You know when it's not perfect, but it's almost so close to perfect that you're like, I should just cure this because like
Uh-huh.
99% perfect is better than 80% failure.
Fucking hell, stop it.
Okay,
I
you know
was
what?
not
I'm not gonna tempt the freaking fates. I'm gonna cure that
I was
because
not
God
ready for
knows.
that figure, for those figures. Honestly,
Oh
I'm
my
so done.
gosh. Hey, handsome. After the live, I'm gonna take you out, right? But not until then, my love. He just jumped up and looked at me like, "What you doing? Why ain't you in bed?
Mm.
Come snuggle." Coming
Mm.
in here with your romantic self. You need to settle down. I'll get you alone
Oh
when I'm
my
done, though.
gosh.
Okay, that sound
Yeah,
good?
like,
Handsome boy?
please.
I've never like been around or taken care of a boy dog before, and they are so
Oh,
different than female dogs, like so different. And like I'm so proud to call him my fur nephew. Like the way he loves on me, he definitely makes a girl feel loved. Also protected, because damn, when the men's come around,
you
if you
don't
don't
like
like your
that.
energy, oh my.
You're
He's like,
gonna, you're
Auntie's
gonna,
a lesbian. What are you doing? You're making her uncomfortable. Back up. Back up. I can't.
and you're
Oh
not
my
approved
god.
yet for friend.
Right? You're not approved because now
Oh,
he's approved these two guys, which he stood across my whole
I
body.
remember you were saying,
Okay,
yeah,
but now he's approved them. So now he runs up and goes jumping in their arms and stuff. I'm like, you know what, Cobra?
yeah.
You're a real one.
You're in
Thank you,
the
buddy.
inside circle now.
Yeah, you're in the end.
All right. So,
Oh my gosh, I've never held my
um,
breath so hard in my life. I almost
breathe,
passed out. Oh
breathe,
my
sister,
god.
breathe, breathe, breathe,
Oh my
breathe.
god.
Because Jesus knows I am probably breathing too much. You get me? Like, what the what?
I thought
Okay.
I was about to pass
So,
out. Oh my god, I'm sorry for anybody that's watching this on a big screen or with headphones. I did not mean to be obnoxious in your ear, but I almost passed out. So if you love me, then you'll understand. I want to live.
and paint.
Oh my god. I want to live. Okay.
Can't really see what's going on over here because let's maybe take that out because we can't see it anyway. She about to have lashes there. Mm.
I'm so excited about her lashes. Just gotta try to get this outline on the eye more than anything, because it's gonna start affecting. I told you this is the one thing that gets me.
Again, don't need that.
The eyes is one of the things in any art that like really I'm like, okay, breathe. That's why sometimes like the eyes are the first things I'll do, because I'd
Yeah.
rather map that out and like feel comfort in that and like getting kind of the look I want. Let me get a
Yeah.
little bit more acetone because God knows I'm gonna need it. This acetone, honestly, when because I remember saying to you, I'm using alcohol, but it's kind of smoking things out. And you're like, acetone, honey. You want to carve it out? Use some acetone. And you're like, I remember on a Max. I'm like, listen, you don't even have to say anything else. 1 second, let me go get some acetone. Say less, baby. Like
Mm.
I'm already like on board. It was driving me nuts. Ever since I changed it, I'm so happy.
That's true.
Oh my lord. The handmaidens passed out on the bed and Beanie's making out. I can't with somebody. I don't even know what's happening. There's a bunch of fairies running around. I look down for 1 second and there's an orgy party happening here.
Mm.
Freaking Lucy's making out with someone's shadow. I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I
Like,
can't
meanwhile,
right
we're trying to
now.
paint seriously out here,
Oh my
and y'all are
gosh.
doing that.
Scandal.
Scandal. Olivia Pope.
All the Olivia Pope. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what's happening here. Mayday, Mayday. Oh, it's
Error, error, mayday.
all right. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm out of frame. But
Honestly, that's why the one thing became my best friend. Putting one thing for like a reference because it's so easy.
mm,
Especially, but regardless, even when I have reference, when I am working like doing filming or something, I'll find I'm like drawing it close to myself. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm trying to be in the frame, but it's so easy to just start moving it. No
right.
wonder I'm using this janky application brush. Where's my other one? This one is for the streets. I need the other one. Okay, here it is. This one's better. No wonder. I'm like, why is this all spread out like this? Can't get one straight
Mm.
edge. Okay, there we go. Oh, Priya said you both are doing amazing, sissies. Thank you, sweetheart. My heart is racing right now.
Thank you, Sissy. But,
These fine details do me in.
don't,
They're so satisfying, but it's like, ooh, do line work.
do not say anything yet, my sister.
Okay.
Because you might just regret it.
Not the regret it. Okay, let me do the damn dots in her eyes. She looking like she's possessed. Like, come on. I usually do the dots like 17 hours ago. Okay, let me. Oh, yeah, I wanted to make sure that this looked like. Let me just cure this because even if the outline on the teeth are a bit thickums, it's thick in the picture. Let me grab Alpho. Oh, not Alpho. Lucy. See, I got something stuck to me because Lucy was like, say my name, put my name on it.
In it.
We've had a steady crowd in here. It's been really nice.
Oh,
Filled
because
with nail family, new souls, like all sorts of beautiful people are coming in.
once you mention failure, people come in and see your failure. You know.
Wait. Did you name it something? Failure?
No, I just in the other post, I was like, come watch me struggle. You know, I'm gonna struggle.
You just choked
Uh,
me. What? Come watch me struggle. I can't with you.
when I shared it.
Oh my god, I love you.
I originally was gonna say, come watch Raven Slay and watch me struggle, but I thought, she's gonna so slap me across my internet face for that
If I
because
hadn't seen
like
that, I would have been like, sister,
she'd have been like,
stop
take that
it.
down, take
You're
that
gonna see
down.
just as much slaying. Like, no, you did
I
not
was
say
like,
that.
I swear I typed it and I was like, I always hear you like in the back in the back of my head, like
Okay, so for
sister.
once, the plan in my head, not for once, but I've been trying to like doing her face this way. If you notice a lot of my character art, I'm actually looking the opposite way because it's something that my
Yeah,
brain does and I can't help it. Like when I try to turn it the other way, like
yeah,
it really
no.
messes with me. So I just took a breath and said I'm going to try to do this. But look, so they're looking at each other.
That's what I just saw. Is that
So
what you
I'm just
wanted
going to
though?
put that. I did.
Oh,
I wanted
amazing.
her to be looking up because if not, I was going to alternate this and just facing her the other way and just paint it. But then I said, then it would be like this and she'd be looking the other way. And I wanted
She's
them to
so
be like looking,
yeah,
looking
yeah,
deep at each other. So I can say that part is definitely what I want. Okay, so now I got to do the dots looking into your soul. Okay, dot, dot. Okay, let's try this. Thank you for the hearts, my beautiful nail famo. Okay, we got one
and thank
here.
you guys for just coming in today, keeping us company, because this is a whole bit of fun.
It is. Also, she's one of the few characters as well that they don't have the anime dot eyes. And that's one of the things I love the most, but Simpsons don't. And so that's why it's really interesting because this is very Simpsons. And I do want to do a full Simpsons eventually. So this is definitely that like boot camp moment.
Oh,
Okay, so even if those aren't perfect, I am going to cure them because again, we're spending eternity trying to make everything 1,000% perfect. But I just want to make sure it's as best as I can do.
definitely.
So there's a small part of her face here that
Mm.
is a black outline, and then the rest goes into the gray. So I'm going to just quickly finish the rest that is the black, and then go into that gray.
Well, I say, okay, so I still don't know if she looks mean, happy, sad, but we're gonna kill
I was
that.
going to say Beans literally done all of those things. So
Yeah, I caught her at off moment. So basically, that's what my art represents. The different Wait, what? Okay, sorry, I had a heart attack. Pardon me, I thought my
what
phone was not
happened, honey?
charging. I thought
Oh
the
my
phone wasn't
gosh.
charging. All I saw was the two. I didn't see the six in front of it. I was up 2%. I'm about to say my
Oh
last
no.
words. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
So I'm loving how my bean bag is my beanie boo, my princess bean. A Princess Beanie.
My beanbag. I'm so weak right now. Is that her nickname? My beanbag.
Mm. And then I'm thinking Beanie Boo. But yeah, Princess B,
Oh,
Princess Bean. Sorry. Princess Bean still has no teeth. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. So I'm just doing what, in a sense, like working a bit backwards. Oh, look at her teeth.
I know my her little teeth.
She looks
Okay, let
happy.
me.
So
And that's what I wanted. I wanted her to like look over at Elfo and just be smiling.
she looks happy. You know.
Okay, let me just quickly cure that.
Yeah.
She also has no eyelashes, which is making her look very bald-headed lady. But I've got to work in steps here.
I know. Mine don't got no lashes.
I haven't given her. She hasn't been to the lash artist yet.
Nope.
Oh, Joe, thank you for the. He sends hugs and hearts and all the love.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, I'm gonna see with the outline. Okay, there's still one section up here.
Why did I do that? Brother Rascal, did I do that? You saw yourself doing that shit. What
What
did you do?
happened?
You know, I don't know if that ever happens to you because maybe you've got a bit more discipline than I do, but you go to draw a line, your brain knows that line is not going to work, but your hand still does
Oh,
it.
sometimes you have to still, yeah. That's why I said earlier. I was like, I'm gonna attempt to do the outline on the eye, but I'm probably gonna have to erase it because it's probably not gonna do what I wanted to do. But I'm still gonna try because we have all the
Yeah.
confidence in the world.
So, just trying to see, like, okay, it's not really ideal in the middle, but we will get rid of that. I think I'll kill. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry. That's more when I want it. And then this. Mm. I'm going to be very open about it. I am not a nail tech that does nail art. You have two choices. You can contact my sister in Canada, or you can be patient with me while I
Oh
learn.
my gosh! Stop.
No, honestly, because I mean, I have limitations. There's stuff, obviously, that, but yeah, if I was going to take money from somebody, I don't feel like it's all things at the moment. I'm that confident in. I don't want to be that person. I'd rather be a nail tech doing what. I mean, there's nothing
But
wrong
that's
with having
also
your
really
lane.
important to know, like,
Yeah,
what you feel most confident. Because I even said that when Des asked me to do the abalone, I said personally to do encapsulated abalone on someone else I'm not comfortable with. On myself is a different story. So if you
yeah.
feel like confident with me, I have abalone foil. And and there's different chromes and flakes that I can use to really get that abalone vibe, and then
Yeah.
like make out some line work. But personally, I don't feel comfortable doing that. So is that okay? And she's like, I want you to do what you feel confident, like to do the
Oh,
best. And it made a big difference. So it's not about
yeah.
saying like, hey, um we're always perfecting different aspects of our nail art, but it's like you want to give somebody the best version of yourself, like the best job you can do. So if you have to say no or ask for a different design or something like that, there's nothing wrong with that. But the worst thing you can do is be like yes when you don't feel confident and then have a horrible
Mm,
experience like the both of you. Okay, let's try to get some of this gray. I'm totally gonna have to make more of it. See, making a small batch is never good because then you're like, I need more of this identical color. 1 second.
oh, sorry. Bunquake.
Bun,
Okay,
bunquake.
that's not going to work. All right. So you are trying to be the brain of existence.
Trust me, sis. There's always one.
Mm. So, huh. She's looking like a vampire, not really a princess.
Oh my god! I
She
always say
was.
we're doing like a fictional character, and like as long as you've got her essence, that's what's most important.
She was really, honestly, looking like one. I'm telling you, sister, I'm not joke. Um, I just want to be able to see her fangs.
Show me your fangs. That's why I said I had to put her teeth in because it was like my head was like error, error,
Oh my gosh. She looks like a
error.
snake.
Move your body like a snake, ma.
Well, she really did, but we'll get there because I feel like the problem is I need to make it a bit more spreader. So rather than giving her, but I need to kind of be a bit longer.
She's got a widow's peak. Didn't realize that.
Girl, I done gave her a parting.
She does have a part in some of the pictures.
I'm not going to faff about for too long with that. We're just going to cure
Ma,
it.
oh, so Danelle said, "Mama, you're doing such an incredible job. I would have given up so long ago." And
Oh my
said
gosh, thank
Sonic,
you, Danelle. If
not
you
the
could see how many
Sonic.
times I rubbed
Oh
out,
my god.
or she probably did see, it took me 40 minutes to go even in the lamp. Nothing was on the nail for 40 minutes because that was something back in the day I would try and say to myself, oh, I want to draw this. And then, I'm over here sweating and all this stuff. And it's the way I was thinking about it. That was what was all wrong.
I'm really
Because
happy that
what
you went the blocking way.
mm, and I'm trying to keep all different options because I realize, you know, I'm just not there. And maybe it's not possible. Like you said, you have different techniques and different styles for different types of
Yep.
things that you paint. So to the naked eye, they might just think, oh, she's doing the same thing when she paints everything. But no, from SpongeBob to freaking Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it's two different ways that you might have to do it.
Yes, a
But
different way
if you
that
do,
you might have to
yeah,
even attack it for it to kind of make
definitely,
sense, you know?
yeah. So you know, with that obviously in mind as well, I don't know, when I kept looking at it, I kept saying, "This is a color blocking moment. This is a color blocking moment."
A mother freaking color blocking moment.
So we're putting in her fangs.
She does. She got some real buckies.
Oh,
But bless her. She's a princess nevertheless.
yeah. Damn, girl. I know I went over your line. I'm so sorry. I made a bad situation even worse.
Oh my
So
gosh, Mama D said mine would have definitely came out looking like Picasso.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm
I
talking
also
about.
think no matter what, like this is a challenge in itself because we're drawing a person. I find that when you draw like dragons and all of these other things, there's a lot of like wiggle room you can have. But when you draw a person, even if it's a cartoon person, it's like there's certain elements that if you don't get, it just like it doesn't give you what you're looking for. And I think that's what the hard part is that like when you move over to people, like the first Moana I did is very special, and I can't wait to try it again. But she looked like Moana cousin,
No,
so
but that's
that
the
was like a
thing.
while back. That was like
Only
a
you
long
can
time
see,
ago.
because as the artist, you get to have that. But for the rest of us, we're like, bruh, I want to even be able to do that version of her, you know. But again, because you leave room always for growth, you
Of
always
course,
like, yeah,
always,
you know, I'm
always.
coming back for that.
If you're not growing, you're dying as an artist. I'm sorry to say. You can't just say
Definitely.
I've learned everything that I can and that's it. Like that's
It's a
not
lie.
true, and that yeah, it's a lie.
But like, stop it, Felicia. You're lying.
Have you been talking to Princess?
No, I can't even see.
Everybody's Felicia. So
Oh yeah, I know. She
oh my
literally has
gosh.
made every living soul, Felicia. I'm so dead.
Everybody's Felicia. I was dying.
So I'm just using that black gel paint and just kind of
That's what I'm
hopefully
doing right now. I'm going in with the gel paint, and then
I just want to make sure we can see her teeth, because this is what I was saying to you guys, that she was going to have said surgery, and obviously things were going to happen. Oh no, let's not do that.
God, I
No,
love
no,
you so
Felicia, get
much.
out of here.
No, 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 no. That's not what we wanted.
No, no, no. Okay. Um, so I hate lashes.
Yeah, lashes are actually they're not easy. I was working on a special project a week back or so, and it was it hasn't gone live yet, but there was an eye. And trying to do those lashes at first, I was like, okay, I need to breathe and then go back in. Actually, the detailer is really nice. Nicole J's detailer is really nice for
Yeah,
trying to map that stuff out.
literally what I have in my hand, sis.
Yep, it's really good.
I feel like I need an eyeliner brush or something. Okay, so let's just cure the teeth. because she's making my head hurt.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I definitely didn't
No,
want
not even in a
that.
bad way. It's just I really feel sorry for her. I wish I'd paid the money to send her to a top-notch surgeon. You know, I
I was
feel
gonna say
almost responsible for
not
something.
the top-notch surgeon,
Huh?
but the whole thing is that like,
For what?
especially with Bean,
Exactly.
there's definitely some wiggle room there.
Hmm, exactly. But boo, I need to finish my life before I can do that. I'm so sorry. Why did you say that?
Okay, pop that in. Okay, so the ice gray is some parts of the hair, and then ooh, she got her. I think I even have some room for her little belt buckle. We'll see.
Did you say a belt buckle? You told lady wearing a belt.
Yeah, that's what she's wearing. She's wearing a belt buckle. That's why I said like she's defying all of those.
Yeah, mine got undressed then. She must have got undressed before this picture was literally taken. Like, bro, oh, you don't even have a nose, chick. Oh, go in the lamp. Oh, you don't
Oh
even have a
my
nose.
gosh!
I kept looking at it like, what's missing? Like, something's missing. She
Oh
don't
my
got a
gosh!
nose.
The nose.
Hmm. Cha. Oh my goodness. I was looking at it like, wait, what's missing? Nose. I'm gonna need freckles, and like you said, a bit of this grey in the hair.
Yeah, it's like the one I used is so light, but it's just like a really nice little
Yeah, I took
touch.
out Cobble Bubble, which was a nice light one, but I still might have to mix her. Cobble Bubble from Glow Tips.
Baby, when you get a chance, can you get me another alcohol, please? I just ran out.
Okay, so this nose has been I've been avoiding the nose.
Oh, I know. I had to map it out like 3 times, so I completely understand.
I wish her nose was literally just a dot.
Oh gosh, let me give her damn eyelashes. I keep thinking there's something that doesn't look right about her face, and I'm like, what is it? She's bald, okay? Give a girl a lash. Aw, we love you so much, Joe. Have a good rest of your day.
Yes, Joe. Thank you for coming through, Joe. Enjoy your. Is it a weekend? No, it's not. It's Monday. Gosh, no, it's Tuesday. Yeah, we had a whole bank holiday, so
Oh my gosh, stop this. She just stopped here and she's beside a man that says me flavored water, 15 cents a cup.
is it?
Look at the screen quick. Me flavored water. Oh my
No,
god.
sir. No, sir.
Right?
No.
I don't want none of that.
And you don't even look like you got clothes on? No, sir. This is not even a no ma'am, it's no sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Is your back really hurting, baby? I can hear. I'm sorry. What I find with lashes, so what you'd say is like the where the eye connects with the lash, that's where I start and then feather it out. So that's usually how I'll get like a more pointed. But if you start the other way, it's like you get like a box, like a square
Yeah,
lash,
I did.
if that
I,
makes
I went
sense.
I went in from the eye as well this time.
Because yeah, going
Okay.
in from that like eyeliner line, like similar to what you do if you were doing makeup.
Pretending, yeah, that it's yeah, I know, sis. I tried that because I used to do the other way, going
You
into
did.
it, and like you said,
Love you.
what we have is a fake brow when you do that. Like, the
Oh
chiseled
yeah.
brow. The only way is Essex.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute.
Very Helga.
Chisel. Oh my gosh, all of the Helga.
Okay. So I finally got the nose. I can't believe I fast forwarded everything just to get to the nose. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So, okay. So that is that. And did I say I was gonna do? Okay. Oh, we need freckles.
What do you think, Mama?
Oh, he looks so happy.
I'm trying to, I don't know if these eyelashes always are so funny, but honestly,
No.
they're drawn pretty like boop, boop, boop. So, I mean,
Yeah, but Raven, you're actually doing it in real life. And I think sometimes now, with all these AI photos that I see,
yes.
it's really
Yeah.
sad because it's so hard to know what an artist has done now.
Yep.
You
I
know,
can actually
um,
spot it out now, the AI, and I actually sent an idea to the beautiful queen I did her nails to, and she said to me, "Oh, the AI one looks really beautiful, but can you achieve that?" And I said to her, "I'm so happy that you knew that's an AI image." Because some people are
it's,
bringing in these
it's-
AI images and they're like, "Hey, can you do this?" And it's like, "Listen, I can do it to the best of my ability, but that was done by a computer."
yeah.
that,
Or
that
you can
wasn't
wait
done
till
by
the
an
year
actual
2552
living
and,
person,
come back in 75 years while I'll be
right?
cryogenically waiting to do your
Oh my
nails,
god, I'll be
AI
cryogenically
style.
waiting. Oh my
Could you
god,
imagine?
stop
Then I have
this.
this. Sure, let me just download it. That would be, 2 eons from now. Like,
Downloading your art right now in 5, 4, 3, 2.
oh no, I
I
changed my
have
mind. I
your.
changed my mind. Is it too
It's like
late?
I have your kawaii design. Yes, you can change your mind. What would you like? Like computer knows all. Like I can't.
I know, right? Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of this cobble bobble, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna
Are you?
put some of this white in to have a nice gray. So should we this parts go back in?
Are you coming out with me later? Or? Oh, sweet. I love you. Thank you. Looks so like Bean is sitting here with Elfo, right? I know that the lip is not perfect, but drawing people is very hard. And I think there's no way you could look at that and not know it's Princess Bean. And that's what I strive for with my art is that, like, undoubtedly, not like SpongeBob's cousin, but you know it's SpongeBob. It's just with my art style, right? Like, that's what Mama was saying. Like, you can tell that it's like a Raven original. And I love that. But I just don't want you to look at it and be like, what the heck is that? Because then I'm going to cry.
So I'm saying, when I ask my kids, I'm like, take your time, take as long as you need to
Yeah,
tell me.
take your time because guess what? You can't go back, but you wanna know what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just, yeah, you know, I just always desperately want people to see because that helps me to think, okay, well, then, you know,
Oh
next
my
time
gosh,
when I
wait, let me
do it.
get up for a second because I'm looking. You know, your Tia Beanie actually almost looks identical to her mom. Because her mom is slightly more slender. If I grab her mom, you actually painted her mother.
Good.
Oh my gosh, she
That's,
just did. She was the face of season 5. The freaking
yeah.
bitch. She's trying to steal the throne, so she has the crown on. But yeah, oh
Oh,
my gosh, I can't. I just looked up there. I was like, oh, Sissy.
again, someone in the family, I am happy with that.
Darn right. Darn right. It's gotta at least be somebody in the family. Don't mess with me. Like, if it doesn't, that's when real tears start coming out, man. And I think that's what people don't understand. Like, even when people come in to say rude comments and stuff like that, like, first of all, you're not adding any sunshine into the world, leaving your, excuse my language, fuckeries. Okay. When
Oh,
somebody's making art, they're putting beauty in the world. Even if you don't like that art, they're making something. They have created something, and there's beauty in that. You know, even if it's not
thank
your art
you.
style or whatever else, you're creating. So instead of knocking somebody down, either say something positive or say nothing at all. That's really what my motto
Oh,
is because there's tons of art that I see out there that's not my cup of tea, but I am not going to put out any negativity in this world and say, like it's that's not worth it.
no, I agree.
Also, I've
Oh,
seen
so
people that are
sorry.
just plain mix up when they write some of these comments. I'm like, wow.
Oh, keyboard warriors.
Yep, you said it. Keyboard
Um,
warriors.
and
That's it.
unfortunately, there's a lot of people that is going to throw them off. I mean,
Yep.
it's not just about having a thick skin. It's just, you
And
know,
that's what I think people don't understand. They're like, have a thick skin, which I get it. When you become, especially when you're extremely popular, you're going to get horrible people. But
um,
also, this is your heart, your art. So it's hard to
yeah,
just be like, thick skin, no problem. Like, no, this is something that I could have possibly worked on for 15 hours and you've just torn me apart. So instead of leaving
um,
something constructive, you've left something hateful. And so, yes, that is going to hurt my feelings, you know,
exactly.
because that wasn't necessary. You could have said something constructive, like maybe if
Um,
you work on your line work or other things, like who knows what it's going to be like in the future. Or there's like certain things, where you can say, I've seen you grow so much as an artist already, and I can't wait to see how far you go. But specifically saying like, well, that looks like shit. Keep your comments to yourself,
thank
okay?
you,
Nobody
thank
needs to hear
you.
that.
Nobody even asked your opinion, like
Yeah,
not
nobody
even your,
asked you in the first
yeah.
place.
Like, where did you just perch from? Yeah, like
Yeah,
somebody just
which hell
purged
did
you
you
from hell,
climb out of? I can't.
like some
Oh my
hole.
gosh.
And the
I just
first thing
love
you
the
did was come to look for me. Like,
that's right. That's what I've also said. Like, who raised you? Because if you can't uplift people and like learn and like,
mm,
I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. If it's Dev, if it's a sister I just met yesterday, you can tell the difference between the very first nail you've done and the nail you're doing today. And why is that? Because of growth. So
thank you.
you should never look
Not
at
act
anything
brand
like
new.
we're constantly growing, making revolutions, all of these things. So yeah, I just, yeah, sometimes I laugh at that. I'm just like, what is wrong with people?
Mm,
Give somebody some place to grow and feel like they can make a mistake without you crapping down their throat.
Thank you.
Because I know that's really like, I wanted to do YouTube for years before I ever did. And it was really the fear of being bullied, the fear of people being nasty to me. And honestly, it took all the way until this year for me to receive my first hate comment. So, I mean, I'm, look, mama, I'm doing it.
Yeah. But even so, like God is good because He waited till you were ripe and ready
It's
for
true
it.
because that's the
You
name of the
know.
game. You're gonna get trolls, and so you just laugh that off
Yeah,
because the
it's in
love
any walk of life,
is
isn't it,
going to
sister?
out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, of course, the love is gonna always outshine the
Mm,
hate, and
yeah.
you can't control that kind of thing. But I
No.
always say like we're literally cultivating a safe space. So if somebody's
Mm,
intentionally being hateful, yeah, they can go. But
yeah.
besides that,
Literally.
it's like it is what it is. It's all engagement. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Like,
Some
don't know what
people,
else to say.
yeah, some people get trolled on just for existing, for just breathing. So before you
Yep,
even think of even doing anything, they're already trolling on you.
yep. But that's also like when I start hearing like the racist trolls come out and stuff like that, that really hurts me because I'm like, you should really be in your hole somewhere. I don't know why you've come out to try to,
Yeah. You saw that
take
little
somebody's
piece of
shine.
sunshine. You can just see them now crawling out of that hole
But that's
like
when
a
I know
lost
we're doing
snake.
something really good because that's
Mm.
when the trolls come out. They see the light and then they start skr 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 skr.
Right. Came through crawling, crawl, crawl. Came through
Crawl
crawling, crawl,
crawl.
crawl.
Mariah
Mm.
Scary's crawl crawl.
Get me? So let me just buff this out because it's really getting on my nose now. That white
Oh,
paint that.
Priya, she said we're both killing it.
Thank you, Priya. It was your suggestion.
Because don't forget, Priya, she pawned you off, man. She said you're doing it. Not that you have an
Sister,
option. She just said
sister,
you're doing it. I'm not doing it.
sister.
She's like,
I
I'll go
do
do
you
like
know
alpha with sister.
do
You're
you
painting
know how
beans.
hard my brain was saying, do not hear that comment. Do not hear it.
Right?
Disregard
Right?
it.
Oh my
Let me
god.
tell you, she said it so many times, even my
But the one
subconsciousness left
that
me.
all three of us get to do together on Instagram, like the little demon bottles, that's going to be
Yeah.
so much fun after this. Like, think about that. That's going to be
Yes.
everything. And then if Priya's down, I want to do Elfo. And then if you're down, there's like one other character that I definitely want to do. But what I
Mhm.
think is like all of the characters, especially in Disenchantment, they're very fun. So you can kind of like have wiggle room with them,
Yeah.
especially like like I thought Lucy was quite an interesting character. The Cyclops demon. I've never seen his other eye. So that was even interesting drawing because in your mind you're always thinking, I gotta draw two eyes, right?
Yeah.
So that's even a mind,
Uh,
you know what, in itself. You're like,
bending, bending. Well,
bend it like Beckham.
right. So I
What were
feel
you gonna
like
say, beautiful?
I was just saying, sister, I think this is the best I can do. I'm just checking to make sure all the little bits. I did get her freckles in and stuff. She has no arm because she has no arm
So
because of the
I love
way
that she has
she's
no arm because I actually there is no arm on mine.
good
Um
because
there's
I
only a
didn't want.
sleeve. There
Okay,
is
yeah.
no
It's the angle. When we said go to the left, she went to the right, to the right.
right to
You
the
know.
left, to the left.
So I'm just, putting some base coat. I'm going in with my rubber base coat again,
I
just
actually
so because
realized, yeah, I haven't done the background's gonna take me 2 seconds because I'm just gonna do the underside of the nail, which is like so fun.
yeah, that's what I'm
Honestly,
gonna
I
do.
think
What color did you go with?
I haven't decided.
Okay, well hopefully it's a color that
I
I
have like
have.
a cat eye and stuff, but the thing is that I can just do it and then look, and if I don't like the way it looks, then I can just scrap it and then put something else there, which is
Exactamundo.
and that's why I just wanted to paint her because I knew she's going to take up 90% of the nail. So as I'm stressing out trying to find the perfect thing, there's no point because I can do that at the end. So I'm
Yeah,
really
and
happy
it's the
that I
same
went that
thing. It's the
route.
same thing.
Right?
Because this is, I think you're on a 3, and I know this is a 10, but from because of the no nails that I had, there's still what I
Oh, like
used.
your space is like a 10XL. Yes.
Yeah, but even with that, I still didn't know what color to essentially do her. So let's do 60 seconds. But yes, everyone that's coming today, you guys are absolutely amazing. And Raven, as always, thank you for not making me feel like, what the hell are you doing? You
No,
know,
honey, this is a part of the fun, honestly. Is like learning. And I said I take this like a
mm,
class, like it's like a homework assignment. Like take this,
mm,
like your teacher literally said, hey, here's Beanie, from Disenchantment. I want you to draw your best rendition of her. Okay, let's try
yeah,
this. And even just doing certain of the line works, like I'm finding, okay, I'm like perfecting and learning how much polish, like what my stroke, like lighter or firmer, like like all of those things make you a better artist, even if you never paint another character again. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
true.
When you're doing your abstract art, your lines are going to be crispy as because you're sitting here, for 2 and something hours just like doing one line after another, perfecting this, perfecting that, right? Like
Yeah.
you can use it in so many different ways.
No, you're right. 100,000% right. And I did do that at the beginning. I had a lot of, but I knew at the same time kind of what I wanted to see from what I didn't want to see.
Yes.
And like you were just saying to wifey, that's the part. I want you to look at the nail and be like, oh, I know what that is. Not sort of thinking, is that potato when it's like an orange, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and just
Oh my
like
god, there's
really,
no way I'm looking at this and I see all the Simpsons. That makes me so happy. Okay,
it's
I'm
so
just
true.
trying
It's
to.
they're
I'm gonna
huge
give this a
things.
cleanse. I'm gonna do a top coat and then I'm gonna flip it on its underside so I can put its under color. Top coat, where are you at, honey bun? I know you close. Don't you run from me. Okay, this is my
Mm.
favorite no wipe top coat.
I'm just
The core
slightly buffing
toughness.
my surface because obviously I had put down a little bit of base coat. So I just want to make sure. Can't believe she's given very Marge's sisters.
And that's the thing though, because this is created by the Simpsons, then it's like you've done an
Oh,
amazing job then. Because like it's literally that's the creator. So then
I
you've done
just had
everything
to
and more.
stick the
Thank you
flashy
so
flashy
much,
on.
Priya's like you both are absolutely killing it.
Oh, thank you, sister. You know,
That means more than you know because we've poured our hearts and honestly it's sometimes it's discouraging when you're painting something and you're like this is not turning out how I want, but the whole thing is the amount that you just learned, like even just with your line work with everything else. You
hmm,
started with a chili mama. Then you moved over into doing unicorns and all of this other stuff. You've painted the Grinch, okay? You've painted so many high profile, difficult characters. And it's again because you have to keep pushing out of your comfort zone for everybody. That's why I don't like people scare me. Painting people scares me. And that's why I want to do this with you so bad. Because if I
so
never
we can
do what
get
scares me,
so
I'm
we can
never
be
gonna get
scared together.
well, trust me, we were. This was like naked and afraid, but no one's naked. The nail edition.
Okay, I'm just adding some lower top coat to this top side of the nail.
I have to show you her mom because I'm freaking out. You really drew her mother
Oh
because
my
she's just a
god.
teeny bit slender and like Bean has a bit. She's like a bit not chunky, but she has like a roundness to her face. And the
Yeah.
way that she has a teeny bit amount of slender, literally, like I'm gonna pull it up in just a second once I get this in the
Oh,
cooker. I
that
don't
means
want to
everything.
make a mistake, but you painted her mom, and
As
I'm just
long
like,
as she's related
wow.
to her, I am just living.
Hello, without the mother, there'd be no daughter. So it's more than just being
Mm,
related, my love.
it's so true.
It's
So
more
I'm
than
just
that.
wondering, because I was thinking, my background, like one of the backgrounds I was looking at had kind of like a blue, so I'm thinking, ooh, I wonder if the blue cat eye would.
Ooh, the blue cat eye. Okay, so I have the red cat eye out. So you're thinking the blue, the sapphire?
Well, whatever color we use, I would like to match the color that you have. So,
Okay,
the
so let me
background.
just see. Oh shoot. See, this is the danger. This is acetone. Acetone
Oh
just
no, I hate
messed
when
this up.
acetone. Honestly, it's like I
That's
hate
the
that.
one downside that I find. Okay, so you got out the blue. Let me see.
No, not yet. I was just
Pardon?
thinking, oh yeah, there's a blue cat eye.
Oh,
You
I got
know.
out the red. I thought maybe with Lucy, the her little demon friend.
Yeah, you
I
did
didn't
say
know
that
if that
actually.
was
Let's
gonna
get the
work.
red and see because I think
So I
the
just wanted
red
to see. If it doesn't
might
look
help
good, we can
the.
just wipe it off.
Let me get
Where's
both.
the thick bar? Here it is. Yo, I'm about to do this walk with Kovu when we're done, feeling like $1,000,000 because I can't just believe we sat here and painted a whole character when I'm in ridiculous pain. Is like, how did that even happen? It's because I was with my sister. Jeez, and it's my nail family because heavens knows I could not have just sat there and did this right now with the pain level I'm at.
Never. So I've got the two colors.
Okay, let me.
Um, I'm looking at that
Hey, and don't
blue.
sleep on those Care Bears, eh? I want to do those Care Bears again. There's like another
Yes.
9 of them. I want to do the pink one. There's like so many. So whenever you're down for that, I really, really after doing the Good Luck
Believe it or
Bear.
not, I've still been saving pictorials for the Care Bears
Oh,
because
good. Okay, because I really want to. Okay, so let me just flip this around. Let me slowly try to get this off without losing the stickums.
that's what I tried to do. So it's a little loose, but hey,
Okay.
I
A
didn't want to
loose,
put another one down when I knew I had to turn it around again.
right? The one
So
thing I find about the stand that you suggested that I really truly love about it is sometimes depending on how I pop off the um the nails, like the sticky part never comes off. So I actually
yeah.
like that because then I can put the sticky part on, like if I'm doing press-ons or whatever, and kind of control that. But where it is on the nail does affect how it
Oh,
sits. And if it's too like deep, then that's also okay. So
I
I
do
actually want
like
to
how the
turn this.
blue
When I
looks.
turn this around, this is very cool. So essentially, when we were color blocking, this is what we were seeing. And so when you look at this, that looks wrong, right?
Yep.
But it's not until you do all of those finishing touches that that character instantly comes.
Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at the blob behind the nail. I'm like, once you were nothing, and now.
Okay, so you're
So,
trying the blue first?
well, I'm thinking, why can't we do both?
Oh my
Blue at the
gosh, you're
top
so cute.
and then red at
We
the bottom.
definitely can. Oh, wait, the blue on the top and the red on the bottom.
Yeah,
Ooh la la.
because being the demon and just that essence. Um, I don't know. So I'm looking at
I've
like I
just
quite like
never
how the blue
done.
looks. Okay, so I'm doing the blue
Okay,
separate
baby.
and then I'll do the red after because I can't. So before I even cure 100%, I'm just gonna put the red down and see how it looks. See whether it's giving. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. So it's not really. Doesn't seem like it's anything to do with hell.
The red?
Yeah, just next to my picture, I think the colors and everything I've used are just giving very Mario Land. Um,
Oh my
it
gosh.
just looks. I think I'm gonna probably use the blue. Um,
Let me see. I did the two like you
Let
suggested,
me
so I was
see.
gonna see.
Let me see how yours looks, because maybe I might have to put the red at the top and the blue at the bottom. What did you do?
Okay, so
Ooh,
I did
okay.
put the
So no,
blue
that
on
is
the top
nice.
and then the red in the bottom. I
Okay,
still
that is
think it looks
nice.
cool. I have to quickly ombre them though.
No,
Just with
it
a little
does.
brush.
I'm gonna trust the process.
I get what you're saying. Like it is slightly like the rocket popsicle, but there's some things you can't avoid with colors. Like don't lie if you use a red and a green that you're not first gonna think of Christmas. So it's like, there's some things you can't avoid, but
Yes,
still doesn't change the fact of it looking pretty.
it's so true. I think I'm definitely gonna do 2 coats.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in first with this one and then
Just make sure. Okay.
okay, I've never magnetized from the bottom, so we'll see how that goes.
Mhm, mhm. Don't fail me now.
Don't fail me now. Okay, I'm gonna
Because
pop
nothing's
it
gonna
in.
stop me from finishing this now. You can't stop me. Oh, my sister right man in the year. What are you looking for? It didn't bring it in
In
here, girl.
Canada, 'cause
In
we
Canada.
are like the United Nations of Charm
Oh,
Sisters.
shit.
Okay, just playing with this for fun. So these cat eyes are insane. These are the spring jewel collection from Madame Glam. I can't say enough about this. Like these polishes are just stunning. Stunning.
Absolutely.
Oh, when this is all done, you have to send me the little picture that comes up when we're done from YouTube because I'm having a good feeling.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that red. Like red.
It's actually really cool. And like this is like a mystical castle that is in the medieval times.
Yeah.
So the background is living. The only other thing that I would have also that I could have did, I could have used that blue thread gel and the pearlescent and did like swirls. But
Oh, yeah.
I was feeling this, and we're going to be doing other art and characters and whatever else, so I can definitely use that for a background another time. But this was like all of the soul food mama. I needed this. I needed today.
Oh, I'm
And there's
happy.
not that my confidence was shook, but there's like when I'm not able to do my character art for a little while, it's like I always think like, can you still do it? Because like I've just been so busy and stuff, and your confidence kind of like you're like so I really
Honestly,
appreciate this.
like, if you're saying that, then you already know. I think with anything that you do, like you always say, practice is key, repetition, you know,
It is. It's crucial.
definitely do
And
2
that's why
coats.
I wanted to do my character art series, and I'm going to be opening it back up very soon because I find that every episode I do, I learn something else, and it's like crucial to my art. So
Wow.
incredibly. Okay, let me cure. You guys are the real ones for staying for this entire live, for
Oh,
real.
no, I honestly, this is turning into a book.
Oh my god, not the book. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I enjoy a good novel.
Honestly, the one good thing I've made sure is not to make the back feel much worse. I have been making sure my back support is really intact.
Oh, good.
because
No, that's extremely important. Okay, so see here, I'm just cleansing this. Look at that. So you're telling me you're gonna use your top coat and have all of that go up in it? Yeah,
well,
no. That's good for you. You can do that. Like the person that I was watching, they can do that, but I'm not.
yeah.
She's like, "This is a PSA, like, all nail techs have to follow this, like, you shouldn't be wiping your inhibition layer," and I'm just like, I get what you're saying, but you could wipe it and then you could add a primer, or you could do all sorts of things that aren't gonna bulk out the nail that are gonna make it sticky and still adhere, but
Mm,
saying don't do it at all when there's a reason why we're doing it, like, it's not like we're just doing it for fun. It's like we're trying to get
exactly.
that inhibition layer gone so that
Yeah,
we don't have that,
yeah.
bleed
But she's
through.
talking like that inhibition layer is the primer or something. Don't get rid of the
Yeah,
primer.
I'm just like, no, 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 no. I can just get out a primer and have the same effect. Thank you very much.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna be able to flip this in just a second. Oh, the evil hair, but guess what? I don't care about you because you can cure on the inside. I'm not gonna see you.
Right? Oh my gosh.
The one time it's like whatever is the I was just quickly top coating the inside and I was like, you know what? Oh honey, that's gorgeous.
You know, boy, bye. Oh, thank you, Sissy. Let's just do a little kill and do the other blue. Um, uh-huh. You know, when that glue dot is really trying to lift up, I'm like, you
It's
are gonna
also
wait.
like when we do a couple cleanses and stuff, you have a teeny bit of alcohol that touches it, and then it starts to like
Yeah.
wanna lift off.
Like anybody ask you, you know? Like,
Damn
it's
right.
just
Like,
wait.
just rude.
I am gonna change you, but not just yet. Yeah. Can you please just give me a moment? Ah,
Okay, so see, sis, to start off from this,
are you? Wait, 1 minute. Sorry. Go on. Oh
to
my
start off
gosh.
from this, right? This was just the outline. I mean, the color blocking to drawing,
Oh,
and then to the end with the background. It makes such a big difference.
she is just so cute.
Isn't she so cute? But that's why I said like you have to trust the process because that color blocking it just looks crazy. Like that doesn't look right.
Okay, so we're just gonna add some top coat.
Tia Beanie and Elfo together. I'm trying to take a picture, but Elfo, I mean not Elfo, Lucy keeps moving because the devil likes
That's
to
it.
keep you. I can't.
On
Lucy is definitely
your
that,
toes.
right. No. What is that on you, Sir Lucy?
You. Okay, so Loki, why is the back of the nails that we've done just giving all the Memorial Day?
It does.
Mm,
It does. I like. We should have did a Memorial Day live.
I just realized, I was like, oh my gosh. Because what's so cool is when the cut eye shifts and you get that silver, it's just like you got the white.
Yep.
All right, let me just
Oh
do a
yeah.
little 30-second cure and
Mama
then
D
that's
said
that.
yous have both literally nailed it. Thank you,
Oh,
honey.
thank you, Sissy.
This was so much fun. Like
I'm glad you
so much.
recognized her.
Oh, of course she can.
Not me. When I'm calling you, you don't hear me. When I'm not calling you, that's when you hear. Huh? What's up calling you? I wasn't calling you. That's what I'm saying. When I do call you, though, you don't hear me. And now you phantom hearing me because you want your thingy bob. Yeah, I'm
Fatima,
gonna
I
go and
just got
do.
here and y'all ate. I wish I got here before. Oh, thank you, honey. This is going to be on Mama Does Nails page so you can go back and watch how we slayed Miss Tia Beanie. But is it
Thank
Fatima
you.
or Fatima? I would love to. I'm going to make sure I add you. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Hi, I'm Raven from Raven's Reviews, and we got Mama Does Nails in the house with the beautiful butterflies. Okay, I was
Yes,
trying to
hey,
pull up
sweetheart.
Tia Beanie's mom.
I felt like I wiped that white off. I don't understand. So literally, nails. What is it, boo? Let me just finish this, please, because I don't know. I'm actually gonna have to put some color at the front now because that white I thought was on the top side must have been on the inside. So when I buffed,
Oh no.
yeah, I just looked around and then obviously
Okay,
once
so
I put the
see, this
color,
is her mom.
oh my gosh, mummy.
See? Do you see why I was
Okay,
saying like it's
yeah,
very much giving her mom?
I'm gonna have to draw a crown or something, like literally. Like, just do a 30-second cure. I had to go at the top. It's not even a 30-second. Oh my god! And you know what I did just then, right? Jesus.
What did you do, honey?
Oh my god. Annika, please just leave my room, please. You're just coming in and breaking my concentration.
Concentration.
Man, well, you're not getting nothing from me now. No, honestly, you're gonna make me just lose my rag and I'm live. Get out of my room. Get out of my room and you're gonna do that dance while you suck air tonight. Don't even ask me for anything. He actually did a wiggle. You
Oh,
think
I
this is
can't
funny?
because the whole thing is that he knows how important
Mhm.
and like when you go live, and I swear that's when they come to ask you so many questions because they think you're just gonna say yes.
And that's the thing, it wasn't his counterpart today. This is
I
actually just
can't.
the Joker.
I love feeling the nails. It's like so smooth.
Honestly, it's just upset me because
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
I've had to put another coat because I didn't freaking thingy bob it, Raven. I didn't magnetize it. I just put it in the lamp. And by the time I realized it's already been in
Oh,
there for freaking
yep.
3 seconds. And you know, in that lamp, 3 seconds is like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So in
That
that
done
space,
flash cured it in for the next universe.
until the next time will go back and come back. So I just had to just do another thing coat and then so yeah, just get out. Get out. Just honestly, you would think that I was the only one here. Stupid. I'm just still cussing because I just don't like stuff like that.
Oops.
Right.
Okay,
So I'm
these are
just
magnetized. Try to set them down. It was like dancing all over the place.
having to add my top coat again because one had to freaking what the frig is that now? This be part of the seeing this it's from the glue dot. Oh yeah. Nope. Mayday. Mayday. No.
Oh, what is it?
There is a hair trying to meld in with
Yep.
everything. I just
That's
had
what
to
tried to do
wipe.
earlier to me. I was like, oh my gosh.
Not today. Yeah, just had to get rid of that. Ish.
But these cat eyes are really perfect background for like character art and other arts. Like it's such a dynamic background.
No, it really is. Let's use another glue dot because that one
Like let me send
has
a
some
message of
alcohol
all of these.
on it.
So
So
that one
once
was
again, just gonna top coat because yeah, the fluff literally was trying to reside.
Sapphire Love and Joy. Where's the red going? I literally just had that in my hands. You all know when stuff tries to run on you?
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, why will this sticky tape not work now?
Oh, I hate that.
Because I've top coated the back of the nail now, so it's just like,
Ruby Madness. I was putting away some of the polishes and I'm like, I'm not even going to know what I use. So I'm like, let me just like write this thing down right now. Milky
Oh.
Way.
Yeah, normally
Perfect black.
I have to leave everything
Perfect white.
until the next day,
Right? That's what I was like. I don't want to leave this. So I'm like, I'm putting it away. But I'm
especially.
like, I started putting away things too fast. And I was like, do you even know what you use? To stop for a second.
Mm.
I even took this out for the background because she's a queen.
What's the color?
Tinsel.
Oh, yeah.
I also had that one out. Okay. I didn't use the
Well, for
antique
some
silver.
reason, honestly, I just now we've painted it, and when I originally was thinking of the doing red and blue, but what is essentially happening now is I've just remembered the kind of show it is. That's the kind of colors that you would literally see.
Oh, you have tons of Stonewall backgrounds, Dark
Mm,
Knight, like Enchanted Forest. So it's really on point.
yeah. So I love that. I will.
No wipe top coat. I'm just making this damn phone be my secretary because I can't write all this
Oh my
over.
god.
Face coat. That one tried to write face coat. Can I be mad at it? No, I can't. But it's not a face coat, my dear.
If you had seen the way that nail dropped like toast,
Besame. No, no, sis. That's not good.
I am telling you. So this is the thing. Since that little monster came in here,
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like, and that's why I
that
also mentioned about
distraction.
comments too. Because sometimes like you'll be like such in the groove, and then somebody will put like a really hateful comment, and it's like, well, now I'm thrown off. Like, couldn't you have just did this in my comments when like
I
not in a
was just
live?
exactly right close to just the end of the nail. And it's like since all of that, the sticky bit don't work. I've had to use like freaking
And
the
normally all of that stuff wouldn't happen at once, but I find it throws you off of your game, and then it's like, well, great.
no, exactly. I just had to just tell him just get out. Oh, okay, so that's done. Thank you so much, Lord. Because that was hard, but fun. But I
But
like the
fun, right?
fact
And then
that,
also
you
like
know,
honestly, you're not going to realize right now, but it's when you're doing some kind of art later on down the road, you're going to be like, you're going to think back to this live and you're going to be like, wow, like I did learn, such and such, or I did learn this.
oh,
Even if it's something as like quote unquote basic as like a crispier line, you know what I mean? It can be
definitely.
anything,
But sister,
just an improvement. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Okay, let me bring these little girls on. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love. You did
So isn't it weird
amazing.
how mine's facing this way and yours is facing like,
Yep.
and we're on the right side of our screens?
They're literally looking at each other. Like, hello, and yours is like, I just cannot with this.
And, oh my gosh. But yeah, no, this was everything. Thank you so much.
Right? No, this was so much fun. I can't thank you enough. And I also put in the post we did, if there's any other shows, like any other cartoon shows or something like that that they want to do like a silent watch me where they have their Netflix going at the same time, like just say what
Mm,
shows, like as long as it's like something on Netflix or Amazon Prime.
yeah.
So we'll definitely see, but this was everything. And I had like a crazy amount of fun with you.
Yeah, no, this was fun. Honestly, trying to map out this ish was just too funny. Um,
Right?
from the doing it this way to that way. Um, really a lot of trust in the process in it. But
A
thank you so
lot of
much
trust the
anyway.
process.
Thank
No,
you.
thank you, honey. And that, oh, that cat eye is just so juicy.
Mm.
Thank you to all the beautiful humans that joined. Let me quickly do I can place this down without it falling all over the place. I'll scroll through
Oh,
and read everybody that was here. Okay, so we had Fatima, Danelle, Priya, Joe, Kira Creations, Nails by Bramble, Althea West, Stella, Buffy Moore, and that is all the beautiful humans that commented. I know we had so many more queens, but you guys were probably watching on the
yes.
TV and
Thank
you
you
couldn't
so much.
comment. So just know we love you oh so much. I'm going to grab. Oh my God, how cool does that look?
Hey, hey,
Dun,
hey.
dun, dun. Charm sister, I love you so much.
Yeah.
You absolutely slayed. I love you,
Thank
love you, love you.
you.
Like
Thank
all the
you.
cooked
Thank
food,
you.
all of the jollof. And I just pray that everybody has an amazing rest of the day. And we can't thank
Yes.
you enough because this was a longer live for you staying in the whole thing.
Oh my
Danelle, you're such
gosh.
a sweetheart. Thank you. She
Thank
said
you.
sending all of the love.
Thank you, sweetheart. And thank you, sister, for having me.
Oh, thank
This was
you.
awesome. And
This
thank you
was
to everyone.
everything. Right?
All
So
right.
this charm sister, we
And
out.
this charm sister. We out, baby.
Love you. We
Love
out.
you all.
Bye, lovelies.
Bye, sweetheart.
Oh, bye, beautiful.
Bye, everyone.